Hello, 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 hello. Welcome again here in Italy, and we are starting soon. A bit of the changes for our scheduling. We couldn't go away from here, although we need to leave later on in the afternoon. It would be a bit of the longer journey because we thought at the beginning we wanted to split this journey by stopping in Modena and showing you Modena, but we couldn't resist the beautiful day, the seaside, this charming area. And we are starting also a bit earlier than the scheduled time because a bit of the long walk. Still, we need to drive back to Milan, and it's approximately 3.5 hours, even 4, to go back home. And soon we will explain where we are exactly. So sorry to put a bit more distant. So maybe we wait, there are at least 5 people joining, so we can start our walk. Then hopefully some other joins along the way, plus we will leave a bit of the footage longer, so you can, if the people that they join later, they can still watch it. So welcome again, hello.
No, I'm waiting because I see that there is just one person. So whoever is watching, hello. We started earlier. I know. So we need to wait now that the people are joining. And as soon as we see, hello, Queen.
Queen.
Hello, nice to see you. So as soon as we see that there are a bit more people starting to join, we will start our walk. So and also explain why we changed our plans from the initial published location. Although also the initial published location we will show at some point in the future, but today I think we have very nice surprises, very colorful and beautiful place to visit. How are we today? I think today we are in excellent mood and in let's say in very very high up spirits. How you say?
Yes.
Because it was nice weekend. We managed to show you nice things, but today. I don't know, we arrived at this location and me and Andrea, we couldn't go away, and that's why we also changed our plans, and we will show you where we are. Hello, Adrian. That's nice that you joined, because I think you will find interesting this stream, because it's a lot about fishes, sea and fishing. Although, of course, we don't know almost nothing about the particular terminology of the fishing and so on, but at least we will show you where it happens, and then, you know, with some help of the more pro fishermen, we will go ahead.
Hello, Sarah Painter.
Hello. More people are joining.
Yes. We are starting soon, like 5 minutes, and then we start. Of course, in the meanwhile, if you have any questions, we are happy to reply while we are waiting more people to join. And yes, it's a place here that is so much related to tourism, but also fishing. We will give you, of course, all the details while we are walking. And there is such a tranquility today, also because it's Monday, and we are still a bit out of the summer season that would start actually with the coming month, May. So they are getting ready, and they started already their engines, let's say, towards the mass tourism that they're waiting for the summer. And we will explain also why we say that. So all the things, just a few minutes, and we are starting again. Sorry for anyone that wanted to see Modena today. We will go. Actually, Modena, it's even closer than where we are. And last night, me and Devia, we felt pity to leave this area without visiting the bigger town next to the Kite Festival. That's the reason we came from Milan to visit the area. And we had already the opportunity to visit Cervia. We walked there and live stream. Then we went yesterday to Ravenna. Then, of course, the first day, 2 days, we visited, also attended the Kite Festival. And on the other side, opposite side of Ravenna, so let's say more south of Ravenna and south also of the Kite Festival, there is the bigger town of the area. And we felt a bit pity not visiting it. And there are some historical facts, charming villages, fishermen villages, a lot of the life related to the fishing. And plus tranquility today, because of course yesterday everyone went back to the cities to work, all the tourists, because it's not again the season yet. And we felt that we were in the right place. A beautiful sunny day. Actually, today is beating.
Perfect.
As you can see, I'm with the shorts, no long pants, t-shirt. So plus slightly windy. So it's kind of outstanding weather and condition to stay here and not to go back home. In the meanwhile, there is Jenny also. No, sorry, Queen,
Sarah,
okay.
and Adrian, and plus the people. I see there are more numbers.
Okay.
In a brief, we are starting, and then. On our advertised time, when we are starting, we will be more to the historical part. So, guys, I hope you are ready. Let's enjoy the perfect day on the Adriatic coast in probably one of the nicest locations that we have visited
these days, yes.
Cesenatico.
A bit of a surprise also for us. Anyway, Evia, maybe the brief presentation, then we switch the camera and we go.
So just in case if you are very, very first time with us, my name is Evia. This gorgeous guy next to me is my husband Andrea, and we are from Milan. So we are based in Milan, and of course pretty often we are showing our city live and also recorded, and time by time we are running away from Milan and taking all of you with us. And this weekend we are on the Adriatic coastline, and today is time for Cesenatico. All of our streams, they are always for free, so you can join, you can invite your friends, family members, whoever would like to discover Italy as it is with our eyes and our legs, because we are walking. But you can support us by tipping, because all these streams, they are tip based, so you can tip either by the PayPal that you can find in as a pinned link in this chat, or you can buy us the coffee. I think soon I need to change it to buy us gelato.
Gelato, yeah, the summer, guys, the summer here is coming.
So you can find the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description of this video. Hello, Michelle. I'm so happy that you joined. So now Michelle joined. I see also that Catherine joined.
Yes,
Sarah joined.
many.
So
perfect.
we are ready to start. So welcome to Cesenatico. Bit of the surprise for us also today to change the location, but I think you will be kind of, let's say, just with the bonuses, lots of bonuses by our changing of location. So let's go.
And by the way, we will go to Modena, not these days, because tonight we need to be back to Milan, but for sure we will make one day the visit to Modena. And we couldn't resist to show you this part, because me and Devia, when we woke up this morning, we said, but why do we need to leave?
We couldn't leave.
Go to a city. We are next to the seaside, a beautiful day. Plus, there is also a nice town that is nearby. Let's give a try. Let's visit it. And this morning, me and Devia, we felt very comfortable here. We found out
we
that
said we are not leaving.
even thinking of moving here one day. So it's
little surprise. Andrea even called for one home. Unfortunately, it was
No,
way out of our budget for how many zeros? 5 zeros.
Okay, we will say later. Okay, but anyway, there are good hopes here, because also it's a popular place. I mean, for the mass. So that home was maybe the price invented. But anyway, we will explain everything along the way. Thank you for joining. We are starting our stream. So enjoy the beautiful sunny day here in Italy. And once more, if you have any questions, we are here in the chat, okay?
As usual, take a lot of postcards,
In the
share,
chat and
share with
commenting.
others, and let's start.
Okay.
Are we taking everybody to swim now? Let's jump in the Adriatic Sea straight away.
Yeah, today the bus stopped. Andrea and Evia bus stopped by the seaside. So, okay. First of all, where we are, and few facts, let's say, about this place. And get ready with the camera, take nice photos, because there is pretty a lot to say about this place. So first of all, we are again very next to the Kite Festival. You know that we were here a few days ago showing you the Kite Festival. Then yesterday we went to Ravenna, and then let's say Kite Festival, let's put it central of our journey these days. Yesterday we went a bit north to Ravenna, so let's say towards Venice, but we are still far from Venice, but just to give you directions, okay? So going up north, and then today we went south from the Kite Festival. Just to give you an idea.
Kite Festival you can see.
Is a bit far, but anyway, the Kite Festival is there. Okay, sorry, my finger. But just to give you, you know, some indication, it's on that beach.
If you watch very, very carefully, you can see some kites.
They're very far. They're very far. We'll try to zoom. Maybe you see there is a skyscraper. I mean, a big tower there. There is where the Kite Festival is, more or less that area. And then, if you go up straight that way, you see a town that is called Milano, like Milan Marittima. Because of Milanese entrepreneurs that they started some business activities related to the mass tourism, and that's the edge of the coastline. And then if you keep driving for let's say 2-3 hours, you arrive to Venice that way, okay? Then just to give you also further direction, here 3 hours by boat, you get to Croatia. So you keep navigating straight. From here, 3 hours, you are in Croatia. And down this way, you go to, you know, last year we were Abruzzo region. So here, the next region is Marche region. And then Abruzzo, so you go down to Puglia, but you know, many kilometers. But just to give you an idea more or less of the directions. Here, as we explained already, is very easy seaside for families, kids. Actually, you might see the people that are walking inside, and all these people that they are walking, most of them, they could be hunting also for clams, mussels, and you know, typical seafood that you find in this kind of sandy beaches. And as you notice, there is one funny thing. There is a skyscraper, a tower, that actually for a long time was the tallest of Italy.
Can I tell? So,
residential.
Yes. This skyscraper is built in 1958 and has 35 floors and 118 meters. And when they built the skyscraper, so again, 1958, it was the tallest residential skyscraper in Italy. And actually at this time, so we are talking about the 60s, there was a big plan to transform all this area to, let's say, to Italian Benidorm. And here Andrea will give the comment what happened or what didn't happen, and how do you feel about it?
I mean, honestly, I don't know the exact story. For sure, there was this idea of transforming this part a bit like the Miami, or anyway, you know, this kind of luxury. Or in Spain, there is Benidorm. this famous town that is full of this skyscraper on the beach, and then they stopped. I don't know exact reason, probably it could be related to many things, political reasons, ecology, I mean, many factors. We will investigate further, but the final result is that there is one. And this is so good because we always hope that they never spoil this area that still goes with the old style, with everything. A lot of the fishing, a lot of the, there is also a lot of the tourism. These are the typical fishing homes by the sea, where you can see that there are nets, big nets, that they pull them down to the water, and then all of a sudden with a crane they lift them up and they collect of course all the local fish. And this is so typical of the area since ancient times. These homes, they probably been a bit redone, fixed, I mean they are restored, but the
idea
origin
stayed the same.
The origin of this sort of fishing is so typical in the Adriatic Sea. You can find in many places, and actually probably the most particular, you can find two regions south from here that are called trabocchi. And trabocchi, they are so characteristic because they're really wooden homes on wooden poles, pretty high, and they are more, let's say, handcrafted, more rough style, and they are so beautiful, especially, at the sunrise to take pictures from. So these are the typical homes that are used by local fishermen. But then soon we will show you also a lot of boats used by the fishermen, because here there is a huge fleet that is actually living from here and fishing in the Adriatic Sea. Also the mussels. So many things will be seen today, because we are not just showing this area. We will walk also some part that is more characteristic fisherman village, and so a bit of a mix, beautiful boats. Plus here, can you see the amount of shells? Because here is full of the oysters, is full of the mussels, and full of the clams. These are all oysters. You see, many there are oysters.
So the beach, not of the sand, not of the...
Show them, don't put them down, otherwise they don't see. So you see the shells, the oyster shells, then could be a lot of the clams, and this typical, let's say, seafood with shells. So you see, the beach mainly is made out of shells, but here they all fragmented, and it's also very sandy. But you can see the clams are everywhere. The mussels, sorry, you see, these are all mussels. Then, of course, the one you eat in the restaurant, they go to pick them a bit deeper and far away, because they have other systems. But just to give you an idea, here it's full of this. And there are also people that they are walking, and sometimes also picking some. You see, these are all mussels.
Va bene, andiamo.
Siete qua in vacanza?
Quasi. Lei ha paura di quell'uomo perché guarda male. Vuoi che andiamo insieme con lei?
Solo un secondo, scusami. Solo un secondo.
Tranquillo.
Sì.
Andiamo con lei.
Dov'è la bicicletta?
Giusto, presente dove ci sono i pedalò?
Sì. No, non so. Vabbè, ti accompagniamo, non c'è problema. Stiamo facendo una trasmissione dal vivo.
In YouTube.
Okay, now there is a girl that she's a bit afraid of a guy, and she's with the kite, and she asked us to take her next to the bicycle because she wants to go away. She doesn't feel safe. So we are, helping her to go back. You see, she's with the kite here.
Ma dove i tuoi genitori?
Sono a casa.
Ah.
Io ero venuta qua giusto per Farlo un po' l'aquilone nuovo.
Ma dopo riesci ad andare a casa?
Sì, da sola, tranquillo. Giusto per uscire.
Ma è un po' che ti segue?
Un po'. Cioè, adesso. Cioè, da quando sono arrivata.
Ah.
Metto via l'ombra lì.
E dov'è la bici?
È lì.
È questa?
Questa qui?
Oddio, aspetta, sennò ho paura che cade in mezzo alla gente. Vieni giù.
So sorry because we are helping out a girl that
She didn't felt...
she didn't feel safe.
Inglese?
Scusate, io
Di niente,
Ma
di
no,
niente.
ma figurati, no, va.
non sono brava in inglese, sinceramente. Non ci capisco tanto. È anche bella, però non la capisco. Cerco di ricordarmela, ma non me la ricordo mai. Siete youtuber?
Sì.
Come vi chiamate?
Yeah, because
Italy
she said
best.
that there was a guy that kept following her, and she was here with the kite.
Grazie. Ma dopo scrivi che sei
she
a posto,
felt
arrivata a casa.
a bit concerned that this guy was keep following her. So we are waiting.
She has also
she
the
has the
kite.
kite, and she's rolling down the kite. That's why we are waiting.
Io lo chiamo quello che vogliono provare questo, lo chiamo lo chef tour perché è tipo usarlo e io mi chiamo Celeste, un po' sci di sci.
Anche lei fa un po' di YouTube.
No,
Ah, ma
Ah,
dai,
no,
che
cioè-
brava.
no, non faccio YouTube, però
È andato via comunque quel signore là.
Ma è
perché mi
quello?
è già capitato di essere stata inseguita, poi me la sono cavata da sola perché abitavo vicino alla polizia municipale e sono entrata dentro, però
Okay, the kite is almost rolled down.
cerco di andare più veloce per non farmi
Di niente.
Ma no, ma figura, fai tutto quello che devi fare. Okay, while Evia is taking care of the girl, I'm here. The guy, anyway, that guy left, went away. Anyway, he was watching us.
Ma dopo
so
deve
I don't know,
andare
it was a bit of a
lì
weird.
con Va bene.
Just look at the
Sì,
size
sì, vabbè.
of the beach, and you see how spread out, how big is this beach. So imagine also this beach full of the people during the July and August. And so now, okay, I will show from the distance because she's a minor of age, so I don't want to show the face of the girl, of course. Plus, the story is not so nice, but she's there now with Evia, and that's Evia with her. And there is no one around. The guy left. Now she took the kite down, and she has the bicycle there. So she has the bicycle there. So soon, when she will be on the road, she's putting away the kite.
Comunque se ti segui adesso Italy
So-
Best siamo ad
Sorry, we need to wait.
Immagino
but,
che ancora
it's
2
more
ore siamo
important, we sort out these kind of things. They are not pleasant. It happens.
da
You know, weirdos, they are around
2
all
anni.
the
Noi giriamo in
time. So
Italia.
I don't know even if it was a weirdo or maybe the imagination of the girl, but he kept pointing at her, and she said that he was keep following her wherever she was going, and then she felt afraid. And
Se trovi noi
and the guy now actually was looking at us, and then he left. He went away, very distant. I cannot see him anymore. So probably there was something weird about it. Yeah, during the busy seasons, sure, there are guards, but also yesterday, the other day, we were there for the Kai Festival, and there was even the car of the police that was going up and down. But now it's out of the season, it's Monday, but you know, these guys actually, they profit when there is no one or little people, so
Sei
they
sicuro
can
ti
do
posso
their,
lasciare?
their business.
Va bene,
their
stai
business.
sicuro,
But,
dai, ciao. Di niente.
during the summer, there are too many families. Anyway, now she took the bicycle and she left, so Evia is back and I hope everything has been sorted. So, okay, here we are again. The beach police.
What an adventure. First
Yeah.
time it happened like this. But I mean, I'm happy for the, let's say, the girls or young women. Not happy that happens these things, but that they have the courage to actually ask the help and, you know.
Yeah, but I think the parents were not around because the girl
No, the girl was,
sounded maybe 12, 13.
12, I
Yeah.
asked her, "What is your parents?" And she said that they are at home. And I said, "But your parents are allowing you?" Said, "Yes, my father said I need to improve to self-defense because she have 5 bigger brothers. She's the youngest and only daughter, and her father says that you need to somehow learn to self-defense." Okay, you know, let's not comment all these things, but okay.
But anyway, she's 12. I mean,
Yes.
she's not 5 years old. So of course, at that age, here in Italy, the people they start, you know, going around by themselves.
Plus, we are in the middle of the day, Monday, so it's not night also. So.
So,
Okay.
Okay. In
She
fact,
went, I asked, are you okay? Yes, I'm just living here, I'm going with the bicycle. So she went with the bicycle.
plus Italians, they also rely on, let's say, good Italians. And if you need to ask for help, I mean, it's not that the people, they stand back here in this country. I mean, they ask for help. And there are some other people that they are better educated and mannered, and of course they give help and they don't care. But here there wasn't the case of any aggression or something. So
She just felt that some guy was looking on her, kind of
All the time,
Yes, all the time looking on her. So there wasn't any kind of, let's say, action. She just felt that this guy, so there was kind of older guy, that he's looking on her, and she didn't felt safe as he's looking. So that's why she approached me, and she asked, can I accompany her to her bicycle? So.
Sorted, guys. No worries.
We sorted live, so.
Plus, we are live. We are even video recording. So
just in case we have the proofs.
we can give it to the police. So no problem. But anyway, the guy left. He's not there anymore. He understood that it wasn't the case to go.
That
any
he's video
further.
recorded. So we are ready to walk in to the Cesenatico. So we are kind of in this point exactly on the sea where the canal goes to this kind of older, charming part. And now get ready with your postcards, because every step we are doing, there will be just wow, 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 wow moments.
Hopefully, yes. By the way, you know that me and Evia are always looking for places. And sometimes, okay, me, as soon as I get out from Milan, I start saying anywhere I am, oh, this could be a good place where to live, where to move. And this could be this. But here, very interesting for many reasons, plus you can name other reasons, and we will try to find if it's possible to retire here. When I say retire, me and Devia, until we will have enough energy, we won't retire. But let's say going away from Milan and have a different life. Okay. So why I like here? First, we are on the seaside. First, so beautiful. Let's say fresh air coming from the sea, the breeze. Although here is getting very hot during the summer, but still you are by the seaside. Second thing, food.
No, okay, it's the first thing. I don't know, Andrea, for me it's the first thing.
First thing, okay, food. A lot of fish, tasty fish. We are talking about Adriatic Sea. They don't have big fish here on this side. Maybe towards Croatia they have, because it's deeper there. But here they have interesting, very flavored, you know, a lot of the fish taste, but of course a good one, not too fishy, you know, but intense taste, very good. And clams, a lot of clams, a lot of mussels, oysters. I mean, here the shells fish. Plus here squids, soles, and sardine, bigger also. We call it sarde and sardine. So the sarde are a bit bigger. And
Ellen is asking, wouldn't you like to see this this place also in, let's say, in winter time, to see how it looks in the winter time? And to be honest, we have been here several years also in the winter. You know, some 5-6 years ago in the winter time. Okay, it wasn't, let's say, super lively. But it wasn't also kind of bad also in the winter time. Definitely more humid and a bit more chillier, that's for sure.
Yes, this coastline is more humid than the coastline on the Mediterranean, Tyrrhenian Sea, okay. We call it Mediterranean because Mediterranean is more known as a name. Then the Mediterranean Sea is divided into minor seas, okay. But let's say towards the Mediterranean is much drier. Here is more humid. But winter time here, how many residents?
26,000.
26,000.
Like, let's say the residents. Then of course there are also the long season livers.
Yes. So I mean, imagine that here is more like let's say a town and not so much a touristic village. So it's fully functioning town, and again, enough people to create a sort of a big community, almost like a small city, let's say. So
and there is a fisherman also, pretty a lot of
fishermen living here because the fleet of the fishermen. Later we will show you how many boats. So we just started the stream. We will take approximately 2 hours walk. Another thing I love. Okay, let's talk about all the plus. All the pluses.
Do we have also minuses?
No, might be. I don't know. For now, I found a lot of pluses. Okay, here, 3 hours, you go to Croatia with a speedboat. So this is Croatia that is on the other side, opposite side. You cross the sea and you are in Croatia. 3 hours. Not that I need to go to Croatia, but you know, it gives also another opportunity to travel the sea in 3 hours to be in Croatia. And then another thing I love is flat. So the roads, you see, you can go, look at there, the rickshaw, okay, for instance, or bicycles. Or I always think maybe one day I won't be able to walk. I hope not, but you never know. And look, flat, you know, you don't need to go up and down because Italy is also full of the mountains. And
all this coastline actually is pretty flat. So if you have the walking difficulties, or maybe, you know, when you are getting retired and you might have the walking difficulties, it's pretty easy to move around here also with the wheelchair.
So here, a lot of the places that you can go easily with the bicycles and I think this is, sorry, another, okay. Here is a bunker or
air raid shelter.
Air raid shelter.
We learned it.
Why this? Because also this coastline, especially during the Second World War, was bombed. There were all these liberation things. So there is also some history related to this place. So you see, we are next to the coastline, and here it's a raid shelter. Now we cannot visit inside, plus the window is a bit reflecting. But this is witnessing that Italy didn't go through like many countries in the world. Also, Italy had really difficult times. Then here you see many people around with the bicycles. I noticed that there are a lot of the bicycle lanes. Here I expected actually that there was a bicycle lane, but there isn't. But let's say that is not unsafe. Plus here in Italy sometimes they let you go also on the sidewalks. The difficult thing would be maybe during the summer, because there would be too many people. Then there are, but they cost. We don't know.
We learned that they cost.
We learned that they cost. There are these beautiful villas little ones, a bit sugary look.
Okay, they have also a bit fisherman in the back, you know, a bit more, let's say, maybe slightly cheaper behind.
Here. And we found one that it looks almost abandoned. So this is Villino. Villino, that's how we call them, Villino. You know, when we put Ino in Italian means small,
Little.
One means big, so Villone means big villa. And this is Villino,
Small one.
small one.
Guess who likes the color?
Yeah, a bit of this sugary coated white and blue.
And then we found one that somebody might take as an investment. Okay, price here, probably use your imagination and add few more zeros. But it's beautiful. And
This one is beautiful.
And it's a bit abandoned.
A bit abandoned. This one is amazing.
And it's called Villa Dora.
Villa Dora. Look at this one here. Looks almost abandoned, the garden. Wait. Here.
Azzurro, yes.
Wait, because, okay.
This one is almost azzurro also. You just need to refresh the color and look at the garden. There is also these pine trees, the shade.
Sorry, because I need to lift the camera and the gimbal, but you see, you have a bit of the garden,
The shade.
private entrance, the shade, and the balcony, and it looks so cute. And so here you can have your barbecue, your hammock, you're next to the sea, and it's perfetto. Prices we will see later, because later we will show you one place, and then from that place you can maybe imagine how much it could cost here. Although we feel that the guy that gave us the price,
He was slightly dreaming.
he was a bit dreaming or exaggerated, really dreamt that we were giving that money. That of course we can just
Also, we can just dream.
just dream. I mean. But you never know, here watching our streams there could be super billionaires, and they could buy for all the crew the dream team, because the dream team is also dreaming, you know.
Anyway, this part, there are really lots of hotels because, as we explained earlier, all the coastline, like kilometers and kilometers, like I don't know, almost hundreds of kilometers. There are these towns that they are all covered with the hotels. Like, let's say, next to the sea. Of course, there are lots of 5-star, 4-star, some 3-star hotels. So it depends. And now we show you this part, and then we are going towards the historical canals, towards the fisherman home. I like more the fisherman ones.
Yes. No, we wanted to show you in full this part.
The differences and diversity.
Diversity, and consider that from here, there is not considered like the modern Cesenatico center, because the center probably could be considered the big tower, the skyscraper there, but there I think is a bit more
Very
modern. So, and we don't go all the way because it's pretty far. So today we are actually visiting, sorry, because
we can go away from the road.
Yes. We wanted to show you more the fisherman part. And me and Devia today we are leaving. Okay, we decided that it's not that
You never know.
I mean, I decided. Evia didn't decide anything yet because she wanted to stay here, and I also wanted, but okay.
How rude! Evie, don't decide anything.
No. Okay, maybe I didn't express myself.
You're super rude today.
No. Okay. No, we need to take a decision according to things to do. It's not that you can decide. Also, me cannot decide. We need to do things in Milan, and we are also a bit late. So anyway, we are keep walking. And why we wanted to stay here? Because here the 30th, so very soon, they will start the fish festival related to the local fish. And it seems that it's going to be a big thing, not like any sagra. I mean, it's like a big festival. And now they're doing all the preparation. And
So meanwhile, whoever is joining right now, because I think more or less right now is our official starting time, I remind that we changed the plans. Officially, the poster of the stream is Modena, but we are not in Modena, we are in Cesenatico, because we changed this morning totally the plans. We didn't want to leave this area that we were for several days, and we arrived just in the morning just to give a look how it is. We saw this place, we fell in love straight away, and we say, no, we are not going to Modena, we are staying here, and we want to show all of you also this place. So we are not in Modena, we are in Cesenatico. And
this is even more coated.
I have a problem in Cesenatico. I have too many Azure homes to let's say, to choose from.
Okay, they stay with you. No one is following me to Milan. Okay, guys, I will be all alone in Milan, do all the nasty things. I need to finish the accountancy, and that's another thing that is giving me anxiety, and that I need to go back because we need to deliver it to the commercial consultant. And I mean, things that we need to do in Milan, and so no one is coming with me because I do the nasty things.
So now we are going closer to this historical part, and we are crossing one of the canals that is actually kind of communicating the open sea with this canal system, and there is the bridge that is actually the bridge that lifts up. I think it's still functioning because anyway those boats they need to kind of cross, so you see this is the bridge that lifts up at some point.
Yes, but we will do one day. As soon as many things will be sorted, we will probably get away from Milan. Not that we don't like Milan. It's an interesting city, and it's the city where I was born, so you can imagine. I mean, I love the place where I was born, plus it's also interesting, beautiful city in many aspects. But again, city life that is not my dream anymore, maybe because of the age. I prefer, somewhere that is, can you imagine here? That's what I was saying to Evia, waking up in the morning, taking until weekend the bicycle to take rides, and plus we are already a bit central Italy, so we are not north, we are not south, we are 3-4 hours from Milan, just in case, or anyway, 3 hours you are in Venice, there is no far San Marino, Ferrara, Ravenna, and also you go down, there is Abruzzo, Marche region. If you go towards the mountains, you cross the mountains and you are in Tuscany. I mean, it's another world.
Meanwhile, hello Ginny, I just noticed you in the chat. Thank you so much for helping with the name. And Ginny, I take occasion to say you live happy belated birthday wishes. I know it was last week, so but anyway, I take
Ginny.
an occasion to say it live. I hope you had a great day.
So finally, Ginny, you are 18. Thank you for joining, and happy belated birthday. So finally, Ginny celebrating 18. Yeah, can you imagine waking up in the morning, and then you are here, plus, okay, the season is very chaotic here. We need to admit, this is the minus, because you see how many boats, and now we will show you.
You will start to talk about minuses.
Minuses. So imagine here chaotic during August. But again, August, go somewhere else, go towards the mountains, and go to another
Don't
town.
go to Milan.
Don't go, or maybe go to Milan.
No,
is
don't
empty.
go to
No,
Milan.
don't go to Milan. But just to tell you, you know, the rest of the year, waking up, bicycles, you see, all flat, and you see people here around with the bicycle up and down, tranquility, not the stress, the chaos of Milan, of the big cities in general. And here start what we reckon one of the biggest festival of the year. Why I'm saying that, even if I never attended to this festival? Because Cesenatico probably or surely in the area is the biggest fleet of fishermen. And so you can imagine all the fish. And it seems that this festival is distributed in several places. It's not just what we are showing now, but just to show you the sizes of the places where they will cook the fish. In the meanwhile, we keep showing...
Fran, if Fran would be here, we found another yellow home. This one has even little towers as the gates around.
So this is for Fran. Okay, all of you, but Fran has the priority, this one, because it's the yellow. She likes yellow. Look, there are even the lemons decorations there. See. Plus, you can hear birds. You know, Milan, and you don't hear birds.
No, okay, so sometimes they also make a nest on our patio, but that's an exception.
Look at the garden, look at the flowers, but look at this. I mean, can you imagine living?
The amount of flowers might tell you that Evia might live here.
but also, here, other pluses of Emilia-Romagna. Emilia-Romagna, there is soil. You can grow anything you want, anything, any sort of vegetables, fruit. It's particular soil here, and I mean, you can grow your own garden with anything.
My God, look at this mini castle. It's beautiful, these villas here.
You see this kind of mini villas with your own little garden, with
greens, birds,
with the greens.
Pine trees.
Look at the beautiful here.
Let's say the villas to any taste, and they are all setting up. So whatever you are seeing, they will be cooking the fresh fish. Andrea, are you sure that we are going over?
I don't know because you know, just seeing this for me.
This is all where there will be fresh fish.
Can you imagine here they will prepare, cook all the fish. But can you imagine?
They bring even the sinks.
Look
here.
at for the fried food.
That's
there.
Serious business here.
Big fridges, big shells here for cooking the fish. Can you imagine?
And the fish that they will cook most likely is still in the sea.
Yes, because now we will show you the fleet here of the fishermen. You will say, okay, now we understand what they're talking about. So we haven't shown anything yet, okay? So stay connected. Yes. Can you imagine? Okay, there is the lady there, the owner. But anyway, can you imagine here, beautiful with your balcony, 2 floors. Maybe there is also the tavern and gazebo outside, all the beautiful flowers.
And once again, guys, you see now these beautiful villas, of course, that makes you dream. But in a brief, we will show you the fisherman part. And, okay, they are not villas, but such a beautiful, colorful fisherman homes. I love it even more.
So, azzurro come il pesce, you know, azure.
Light blue.
Like the fish. Because also here in the Adriatic Sea, there is a lot of the pesce azzurro, the so-called pesce azzurro is like the sarde, sardine, you know, this kind of fish.
And this home looks like it's waiting one of you.
Look, this one looks abandoned.
It's waiting,
or closed.
waiting.
So, okay, difficult because there is the gate. There is a huge power outage. Why? Why, Tracy? Do you know? Do you have any news? Plus, wait.
Okay, power outrage, but in 3 countries
Okay,
together.
What is going on, guys?
Usually it's like one neighborhood. I mean.
Okay, maybe we show what will be after the fish.
Tiramisu.
So you see tiramisu and chocolate. Yes. Then here we had a very good piadina before. Me and Devia, we had a stop, and the ladies here, they were so kind, and they let us record the ciao. They made a perfect piadina. Ciao, grazie. Ciao, ciao. So here, okay, we haven't talked...
Let's start about the history.
The history, okay, a bit of the history. So you see the big name here, Leonardo da Vinci. And Mr. Leonardo, the genius, was also here in Cesenatico. And now we will tell you shortly the story of this adventure of Mr. Leonardo, and actually the canal that you are seeing has been like a project redesigned by Leonardo da Vinci. So Evia can tell you more.
Yeah, let's start that Cesenatico, so the town that we are here, has been founded in 1302 as the sea part of another city, Cesena, that is slightly more inland. So that's why also the name Cesenatico, so indicating the sea part. And just 200 years later, so 1502, the Leonardo da Vinci, he was here in this area, and he helped to redesign this canal that is going to the sea, let's say much bigger and more efficient for military purposes, and also for the, let's say, economic purposes, so what is the fishing. And still nowadays, all this part, the canals and the city itself, it's based on the plans like Leonardo da Vinci designed, so we are talking about 1500s, so the beginning of 1500s. And in fact, many places here, so the boats, the bars, the streets, they have the name related to Leonardo, either Da Vinci, Leonardo, so that you will see pretty a lot. And the boats. So there is another part of the port where there's more touristic ones, but all what you are seeing, all these boats, they are working horses, working sea horses.
Where I was playing as a DJ, and this guy always was telling me, I'm tired of being in Milan there, because they're always seeking for people that labor, you know, that they go on the sea and they go fishing. And so he took his decision, and one day he said, bye-bye, I'm really leaving, I wasn't joking. And he left. Then I wasn't super close friend to him. It was just a guy that was coming regularly to this bar, and where I was playing the music, and I could see him almost every night there. And because I was enjoying the music and everything, so he said, no, okay, I'm leaving, I want to restart my life. Don't know also what job to do, but they're always looking for labor. And he took the decision and he came here. And this is a little part, because also the other side is so full, is one after the other of these fishing boats.
Meanwhile, hello whoever is joining. Hi Neil, hi Barbara, so to all. Yes, we started earlier, plus we also changed totally the destination. So we are in Cesenatico instead of Modena. No worries, we will leave the stream slightly longer so you can rewind. Although the main part, the historical part, we are entering just now, so no worries. So the most colorful part is still ahead.
Yes, the core, let's say, of the stream would be ahead, although again, all this, what we are showing would be different one side to the other. There are many interesting facts about Cesenatico. And once more, it's not a small town, I mean, like a small village. It's already, you see, with roads, cars, a bit of, let's say, of the movement, traffic, and also this part, very important, of the old canal. And on the other side, there is even the more modern with this tower, and more related especially to the summer tourism. But okay, today we are visiting this part because, again, it's pretty big, Cesenatico. It's not that small. And so you see all these boats that they have all these tools, all these machines on board for cleaning, for, you know, preparing. Plus, for sure, they probably collect also the squids and other seafood. So you see that they are really working very operative fishing boats.
And there is such a scent of the fish, not bad, but strong fish scent. And once more, we changed today's location, so we are not in Modena, we are not in the Pavarotti city, because this morning we couldn't leave this area, and we passed by very early in the morning. We fell in love in this place, and we just changed our kind of, let's say, all our plans. And I hope you will enjoy, because it's a very beautiful city. Modena we will show you in the future.
Then here, let's talk about food. Neil is with us. Okay, Neil, what they do here? 22 euro. I always say Neil because there is
Neil, like Andrea likes
like me and Neil. If Neil comes here, that's it. We disappear from the screen, and we will be around just trying nice food in Italy. So anyway, 22 euro. Main, let's say, dish of the chef. So monfettine is a kind of pasta in a soup with sauce of squid sauce, and or something else. They don't make it precise, based on what we are fishing. And then every Tuesday, risotto alla marinara. Guys, I tried yesterday a risotto alla marinara in nearby our camping, and it was, I'm not exaggerating, it was outstanding. I was saying to Elia, oh God, but this,
plus the portion, it was like this, like
we took the pictures. It was a tray
like this,
that size. 18 euro. I don't know much fish inside, squids and mussels. I mean, all the local fish cooked in a risotto style, bit different from the paella. Paella, let's say, I love paella, but it's more dry. Risotto, you know, is more kind of juicy and interesting. Or otherwise, you can choose for 22 euro together, you get the main course and then mixed grilled, or you can choose with fried calamari, or the fish is soluble, the sole, I don't know, branzino, and then sgombro, that's another fish that you can find here in the area. So all the fish that you can find here. So 22 euro, they give you also water and wine. So
Andrea, I will repeat once more this question, but are you sure that we need to be in Milan?
I don't want. I wish I could. I mean, that I moved here or one of these places because it's just wonderful. Here again, you can walk, you can breathe fresh air. Fresh air, I mean, not chilly, but fresh, I mean, not smoggy. So
I think there are the little ones that they are later
yes,
growing.
I don't know. We need to ask.
Because they look, I think, for the seeding, you know,
maybe the seeding one. I don't know.
So these are the clams, but very, very little.
No, the mussels.
Oh, sorry, the mussels. Yes.
I don't know what they're doing with them, but we should ask. Maybe seeding, Xavier, farming them. I don't know. Then there is this funny ferry that we took this morning. We might take it later, or anyway, we will show it to you. So you see that this guy, It's inside. There's a bit unusual, squarey, bulky boat, and it's going up and down for 50 cents per person from this side to the other side.
Because there are no bridges.
Yes, I mean, there are bridges, but they are more far away. So this guy is operating all day, whoever is asking 50 cents, and then he goes on the
And
other
there are
side.
several, because all this canal is needed for the boat traffic, so there can't be the bridges in order not to stop the boats. So there is this little ferries that for 50 cents they took you over, so you don't need to walk. Because to walk from the bridge to bridge here, I think takes you an hour, if not 2 hours, to walk around. And in fact, the story of this ferry is exactly like this. There was living one guy on the one side and working on another side, and he asked his daughter, that she was studying the engineering, to sort out this problem, to get from one side to another side very quickly.
So can you buy the fish? I am not sure about, because I haven't been here for some decades. In the past you could. I don't know now if they can do it directly or take it to a fish market, and then the private people could go to the fish market. So you need to follow a bit of the procedure also out of the new regulations. But might be, but I'm not sure, since again, I haven't lived here. In the past, yes, they were doing it for sure.
Sure, and there are lots of all the bars and restaurants that you eat the local fish, that's for sure. And there might be some fishermen shops that maybe sell kind of fresh fish. Yeah. Then if you can buy directly from the fishermen.
So that side that we just did, there is part of this fish festival. And then also there is another part of this fish festival. So it seems pretty big here. And this is going to happen from the 30th, so in exact 2 days. And okay, let's go on. I think here anyway there is a big fish market, big fish market somewhere. And I mean, I've seen already one of big fish market, but I think it's more related to the restaurants that they can buy in, because I don't know if this guy also, they have a license to sell, little portions. Because these guys, I think, that's what I think, that when they come back with the boat, they don't have the system with the ice and everything to preserve it. So they take it immediately. There on that side, there is like a big fish deposit, because before we have seen one guy with a big trolley and a cart, and we was carrying cases. And then unless you buy cases, although I need to buy still from there, because they take it directly to the ice place for preservation, because here it might get also very hot. So I don't think they do it anymore. That's my, consideration with everything that I noticed. So this morning I noticed that there was this guy with a big trolley and a lot of cases entering inside the deposit.
And talking about this little ferry, is there any call? No, because it's like, let's say he see that if there is a people, he just cross and pick up. So there is no timing, no timetable. No. He's just going up and down accordingly on the, where are the people, let's say. So Andrea said it's his dream job almost.
No, dream job, no. No, I mean, it's not. I said it's fun. I mean, you are here, you just sit it and you go up and down. And anyway, he was, before, it was just me and Davia, so 2 people. And
he came pick up us up.
Yes, so we went to the...
Look at the pan they will use, Andrea. Look at the pan they will use for the cooking.
Ah, yes.
Later on in the evening.
Wow.
Surely they will use some fish spaghetti.
Yeah, or some paella or something.
Are you sure we are going away? Anyway, now we are entering really this historical part. So the canal that redesigned by the Leonardo da Vinci, and here are all these fishermen homes with these beautiful colors around. So I really love this part. Of course, in the past it was really the fisherman place. Nowadays it's a bit of the mix, fisherman and touristic, because there are really a lot of bars and restaurants that you can enjoy this vibe. Although there are still fishermen, so it's still functioning as the fisherman place as well. So this really nice mix of the, let's say, tourists coming here and also the fishermen still living and working. And you know the name, Il Porto di Leonardo.
And here you see this is the original drawing by Leonardo da Vinci.
From 1502.
So yes, 1502 here, you see. So Leonardo, amazing. I mean, because we tried to get more information, and it seems that he didn't take part as an, let's say, as an engineer building it. Because in fact, me and Davia always say about how Leonardo could do this and that. Because you can imagine, I mean, nowadays to create a canal, it might take 20 years. And so
there was already the canal, of course, because again, Cesenatico has been formed in 1300 as the port city. But Leonardo da Vinci,
the canal
200 years later, made it much more efficient.
Yes, plus it seems that the work of Leonardo, he did already respecting the nature and the ecosystem and the sea tides. So it already was planned in order to work and not damaging. Also because here the ecosystem has been always important for the local fishermen and the people living here. So everything was projected by Leonardo in order to make it work and be efficient in many aspects. So full of the restaurants, full of the piadina place, full of the fried fish places, and plus very relaxing, very charming, colorful homes. Reminds a bit of the Burano, Venice, of course, gelato places, and so.
No, it just lost us a bit, so okay.
So you see tranquility once more, flat. So here you can go, even if you are a pensioner, you know, and you don't feel like walking so much, you can have let's say a little apartment here. You just go down, you have the fish restaurant, fish trattoria, and the fish market, and gelato play. I mean, all the needs, you know, nice gelato, nice aperitivo, and then you go back to your rest, you know, your apartment. If you feel you can go to the beach. Plus, consider the minuses and pluses. Minuses, summer. Okay, June, July, August here is packed of people. But let's say other 9 months, aside of some weekends, maybe Easter like this, but consider that it's going to be not crowded. You can go to the beach and have the beach by yourself almost in this big beach.
Meanwhile, Jennifer, thank you so much for your support. Thank you all for supporting us. And I think this is the fish market, at least for me, it seems like this. Today is closed. It's called La Pescaria, and I see that there are all the kind of where you sell the fishes.
Here, that's where you get the fish. In fact, yes, I didn't remember because we noticed this morning.
It's La Pescaria, and if you see that there are the banks exactly for the fish.
Yes, here you come to buy the fish. Because as soon as the boats arrive, the cases go inside here and they put it on the ice.
But exactly today it's closed.
Now it's closed because Monday. No, look, it's opening at
From
4. At 4.
Although
F4.
here is written lunedicus.
Lunedì. Because maybe now is not the season yet. Again,
Anyway,
let's
it's a fish
always
market.
you see here. Tartar sauce common? No, never. I know tartar sauce. Yes, we also have in Italy, but maybe not as common as you say where in Albania. No, in where? No. In Italy, yes, we know it. We know it, but it's not something super common.
And look at the colors. Look at the colors of the homes here. I am in love.
So you see,
Fritto misto. That's what Evie loves. Everywhere where she goes, where is the sea.
hot, crispy, and irresistible.
So fritto
€9.
misto is fried seafood.
Fried seafood.
Now look at these homes. Look at the colors, the flowers, the vibe.
So you see how cute is this park with these colorful little homes. Again, I'm just dreaming, okay, just imagining. So you have even a little home here, you know, with your gate. You just come down.
And all this part is originally the fisherman part. That later on, of course, many of these places, they have been transformed into the touristic, so bed and breakfasts, the rent rooms, although still originally many fishermen, they live here. And then, and let's say just nearby, more towards the actual seaside, there are lots and lots of the hotels that have been built in the 50s, 60s, 70s, also 80s. Although originally, this is the core, this fisherman part.
So you come down here, you go to the bar, you have your wine, you have your drink, and or gelato. Then you go back home, you rest. That's the life of a pensioner. And then still, if you can go cycling, you can cycle. Let's say you have walking disability, you get this electric cart, you move around. You know, that's the life that. You know, you could imagine by
then, of course, there are also, let's say, not so these characteristic apartment homes, and here and there you can see also beautiful murales. This is, by the way, murale from 1975 and shows the Cesenatico.
Yeah, different colors. Yes. Might be.
Hello, whoever is joining.
So, guys, tell us that we are giving you nice ideas.
And mostly, I hope you don't mind for this change of the plans that we didn't went to Modena, but we stayed in the Cesenatico. I mean, you feel why we did this change, because we arrived this morning here. We said, okay, let's give just an eye how it is. Maybe we will come back here. And then as soon as we saw this port, the canal, we said, no, that's it. We stay here. Modena can wait.
Yeah, not that Modena doesn't deserve. Actually, Modena is even UNESCO, so you can imagine. But the thing is that it's a city, and we are going back already to Milan, and we were here already, you know, with the camping, with the car, very next to this place, and we said, well, what's the point of going to a city? Then soon we need to stay in Milan again for maybe some other weeks. So this is a place also to show, because you know, it's a bit of I'm not saying dream place, but, you know, convenient place for many reasons.
Well, it's not nightmare
even
then,
just to
surely.
spend a holiday, yes.
I think also here they have all the winds, the naming the winds that they...
Fran, watch.
We will find some yellow ones also. I think there
no, but Fran, wait, we will leave it. You rewind back. There is a beautiful.
We found you another home.
Another home aside of the Lake Como.
Although now we will enter one road that is totally my favorite road here in the Cesenatico because of the two reasons. First, of the colors, and the second, there is a lot of the crochet. All the street is with the crochet elements. Catherine, keep an eye open. Another beautiful crochet idea.
1 second, stay more distant.
And look at the colors as we will enter this beautiful road.
So the yellow home is at the beginning. Here is a second yellow home.
Just in case if you need something smaller.
Yeah. Plus there will be another one super yellow that is at the end, towards the end of the road. But anyway, you see how cute is this canal. Again, redesigned by Leonardo da Vinci. So also historical place, not just any, let's say, village by the seaside. So also interesting. And it's a pity that today, because there are some sailing boats, beautiful sailing boats, that when they have the sails on, they have beautiful the fabric has amazing, outstanding colors, also because they are very old sails. But today they are not up, these sails. We don't know exactly the reason why. Maybe they do it on special occasions.
Well, today is Monday also.
Plus it's
Monday is a bit
no
weird.
Season. Yes.
So guys, colors. By the way, when we walked earlier on here, I said to Andrea, this reminds a bit of the Venice and the Burano Island. And look at the decorations from each window. They are crochet roses. So whoever likes to crochet, keep in mind this beautiful idea.
Hello. And then also I was checking here that they have beautiful, cute bags. For sure they're not leather, but usually €20, so just for a little
bit of the fun, colorful fun.
And so also good prices. Of course they're not leather, but they imitate a bit of the famous bags. Okay, now let's see the colors, let's see the crochet, let's see.
Andrea, I don't know, it's shopping today.
Here, interesting. This one, if you have a dog and you need to go shopping, you can park it here.
Never seen actually like this. The area sosta per cani, so the parking place for the dogs.
So,
and look at the colors.
Okay, first let's have a look at the color of the road.
There is some Venetian vibe, and in fact we are not so far from the Venice, let's say. Although Venice here has been ruling just 2 years, and later we will show you the evidence. So Venice had the rule just 2 years in this area. So all of these elements, they are crochet, and almost each home has here exactly same kind of, how we call it, kind of curtain, little curtain outside. It looks so cute. Also, each home has different colors, but the same style. I love this little touch so much.
This place is amazing.
It is. So now you understand why me and Andrea said no Modena today.
Yes, because again, sometimes you need to look at many features, and it's difficult to catch them all in one place. So this place has a bit of the cuteness of the traditional characteristic Italy, plus the convenient size of the town with all the possible services. So, you know, there is everything from the pharmacy and the whatever you need, but also interesting thing that is full of the fish. So it's fish directly is the main place, one of the main place on the Adriatic Sea. So here you get good fish, good wine, good everything. So, and for sure you eat very well in the area.
Do they stay out in the rain? I don't know. For me, they look pretty fresh. Also, the color, and I mean, I do crochet myself, so as I see, they are pretty fresh done. So I don't know about the how long they will stay with the rain and the wind, but I think. I think there are lots of lovely ladies. I imagine that the ladies are doing these things that they can redo it.
Plus, you see, they block the road, no cars. In Italy, you know that sometimes in roads like this, there are even the buses. And here, you get out from the home and you have the tranquility. You can walk. I don't know if I'm transmitting all the vibe and all the bonuses, because in Italy we have places, but the thing is that that place is on the mountain. The other one, you can risk to get killed as soon as you get out from the home. Here there are not almost cars passing, and so tranquility. You don't need to make a lot of steps.
Look at that boutique for the kids. It's such a cute vibes. By the way, just in case, whoever felt in love, this home, they rent out the apartments.
Yeah.
Just in case.
So, very cute, good food, easy, tranquility, but again, we remind June, July, and August might transform.
And this is the bookshop. How cute it is.
Might transform for 2-3 months with a lot of people, expect a lot of people. But also, I think the noise here is not with the clubby things, messy things. Here would be more restaurant noise, you know, or bars, but not with bands playing. Or I think it's more, you know, people around because of the restaurants and the liveliness of the place. Anyway, here, this morning we took the footage. There was a market, fruit market, vegetable market, and a bit of the, let's say, food in general market. But there is another historical part here, pretty interesting, that we discovered this morning.
Because let's remember that this place, out of the cuteness, is also the fisherman village. And in the past, how did they save the fishes?
Yes.
Oh, there is even the cat.
There is a kitty cat.
My God, what the color of the sea pirate. Tiger.
Va bene.
Ti vuoi accarezzare? So, Andrea, what it is?
So here, no, non te le faccio. Non sono interessato a fotografarti. Sì, va bene, va bene. So what it is?
Volcano. So in the past, this is actually the place where they were conserving the fish, correct?
So here they were putting the ice and the snow in the pasta in order to preserve the fish. And for some times it seems that they were covered and they rediscovered after some years, and now they are visitable. And
so there are kind of several ones, but one, the fully is open, the one that we saw. Pretty cool. Mouth of hell. Yes, we left a bit of the let's say silence, so you can guess what it is. There are some old pictures that maybe we can show you how it looked. And this bed and breakfast, by the way, this is bed and breakfast, is kind of almost inviting because it has my letter A in the window. E. A. Pink, letter E, and the crochet. It's like 3 signs.
Now we will make you read, just waiting.
So le conserve, the conserve. So they were preserving the fish.
And it seems that they had also a cone roof, so they were not open as we see nowadays. So the cone roof was protecting, of course, from the direct sun. So they were filling them with snow and ice and pressed, and they were used to preserve the fish.
The other people commented the fridge of the past.
A fridge of the past, yeah.
We have a bit of the shabby chic also, just in case. I know that some of you also is missing some shabby chic moments. We have.
So it's also interesting, the place itself. Now we wanted to show you some interesting murals. So we are getting there. So what are your feedbacks so far? And Devia, yes, we are here. Hello, Ronnie Lynn.
Hello, whoever are joining. And I remind that we are not in the Modena, like the flyer says, we are in Cesenatico. Surprise, hopefully very nice surprise to all of you.
Yes, we wanted to keep preserving the holiday mood for the people that joined us since the Kite Festival. And me and Devia said this morning, but why do we need to go to a city? We are already going to Milan. Let's stay here.
So here are some very nice murales, if I understood correct, by the local people, that they have been, let's say, redone, restored in the recent years. So the murales,
2011.
yes,
Yeah.
I see that some of them they're dating back to 97, 70s. So the murales, but they have been restored recently. Very, very nice images of the place, of the locals, of the life here. Catherine is sitting and painting. Catherine, when we show you these murales, don't you want to paint some bigger scale on some wall? Don't you have this inspiration? Joking.
No pressure.
No pressure.
So these are the typical fishermen fishing homes. We call them trabocchi or trabucchi.
At least in Abruzzo, they call them trabucchi. Maybe here they might have slightly different name.
Here they might call, I don't know exactly here, more towards Venice, they call it like La Pesa or Bilancia also, like the scale. I don't know, because, you know, this shape. But they have different names. I don't know exactly the name here.
So all these paintings, they have different original years. I see them 70s, 90s, but they have been, let's say, repainted again in the colors. This one, for example, is from the 77. Maybe you will find the Banksy. Who knows? Who knows?
And the other, yesterday there was the Banksy.
It's a nice place to find the nice people.
we find it in Ravenna. Yesterday, Banksy made out of the mosaics. Look.
Look, Catherine, you already are hired for the big murals.
So they've been restored in 1997 and 2011, although they are much...
yes, some of them I see 77 and 78.
From the 70s.
Okay, let's go back towards the water.
Ah, yes, this was another yellow home for Fran.
We have some options, Fran.
Fran, this one here. Okay, this is a bit at the corner by the road, so maybe...
Bit noisy, bit
noisy, okay.
But it's exactly next to the bar that, by the way, we had the breakfast. And it was excellent.
Yes, they had a very excellent cake.
That jumped on Andrea.
That jumped on me. I mean, €2, filled with custard cream, but nice.
Size of the head of Andrea.
Nice. The pastry was made out of the butter, so good quality. And on top, there were the berries.
The blueberries.
Blueberries, yes.
Sorry, Adrian. Sorry. Not sorry. Sometimes me and Andrea, we are very naughty. You know what I like exactly now, because now is this lunchtime, so after the lunchtime, and it's so quiet. There is no one, so you can really enjoy this quietness. Yes, here we need some big home, and then we can crochet all the. I think we have at least 5, 6 crochet people here in the chat right now, even maybe more. We can crochet all the road. Then Andrea is doing the DJ set, and Adrian maybe will do some fishing. Now we need who is cooking. we have, let's say, full set here.
Yes, Adrian, we wait for you with the fish.
My God, look at the colors. It's just, it's unbelievable.
So do you prefer blue or yellow? Or the pink in front?
Or the boat.
Or the boat.
It's hard to choose.
Here looks a bit, maybe at the time of Mr. Leonardo, they made a painting imagining Leonardo.
So there is the bed and breakfast that, of course, they are advertising the room and coffee with Leonardo.
Saxophone, yeah, maybe also saxophone or maybe some radio, because here is full of the bars and the restaurants.
It's actually pretty hot also getting, I think it's some 25 degrees at least, feeling like that.
Yes.
And the historical boats, they are starting.
These are beautiful boats that, by the way, today they are without the sails. And it seems they especially have these core colors like burgundy, brown, yellow, and they are beautiful, all the sails. And
so here we can take the year. So this one is 61. So who is from the 61? This boat is from 61.
And they are either still functioning or part of a museum that is further down there on the right-hand side. And it seems that on some days, we haven't understood exactly when, they take up all the sails. So you can imagine a bit now, because they are all without, all with the sails on. And it seems they have these yellow, burgundy, red colors, because you see that's the colors. And then, of course, you need to imagine all these big old sails, because they are not you know, the new ones.
So this is Dulcinella, very beautiful yellow and red. And let's see the year. So exactly this
and
one.
And you run the kitchen to Adrian. I mean, they're already hiring Adrian cooking. Adrian, go fishing, okay? In the kitchen.
The cook, we need other one.
We need another one cooking. Adrian is already busy with the fishing.
Hello, Mac65. Huh?
No, allowed to live, not that I know. Not here anyway, no.
Okay, this is probably the shop that me and Andrea will never go inside. It's just this super industrial sugar, but has funny characters.
Sugars.
Let's go to the boats, the main beautiful thing.
I mean, it's not like Amsterdam, let's say, that there are these homes, or not that I know. Not here, maybe more far away from here. But in Italy, might be some places, because in Italy there is always something unexpected here and there, but it's not like a big tradition to live on the boats.
Barquette. Let's see the year of this one.
So Adrian,
1925. So this is built in 1925, and actually has 2 whales. Whales, how you say it?
Always, yeah, kind of.
1925. Jack Sparrow, yes, that shop. Okay, and Andrea showed out of the fun. It's, let's say, nothing Italian. It's just a bit of the fun.
No, okay, we are not in Modena today. Hello, Mark 65. We are in Cesenatico. We changed our plans because me and Davia were in a, let's say, nearby area for the Kite Festival, and we felt a pity not to show you this
This.
town it was like 5 minutes, 10 minutes away from our camping where we were based anyway. And we felt like, but come on, why don't we show at least the canal? I mean, as a bit of the history. It's not a town, let's say, so known abroad. There might be a name that actually no one knows, but interesting area for many reasons. So we decided, because anyway we need to drive to Modena, but we won't stop today. We will go directly to Milan. And actually last night we came back south from Ravenna because we had we wanted to stay in that camping that was clean, nice and everything.
And no, you are not reading incorrectly. The YouTube title, in our YouTube title is written Modena, and unfortunately I cannot change with the phone the description of the programmed YouTube streams. I can do it only from the PC, and we are traveling, we have only our phones. So sometimes happens that we change our mind because of because happens. So we felt pity not to show you this this part. And Modena, definitely we will show in the future also the Modena, but today is the Cesenatico, so this amazing canal redesigned by the Leonardo da Vinci, the historical sailing boats and also some fishing boats. And we are still not finished, so we are going around this historical part that actually this morning we were driving here, exactly this road, and that was the first thing that we saw. We fell in love and we kind of changed our mind. Here, by the way, there are two columns. So first, the written that is the port of Leonardo da Vinci, so the canal redesigned by him in 1502. Everything written black and white in English. And then on another side, another interesting, curious fact about the Venetian rule. So somehow we are not so far from the Venice in general, if we look in the map, but this place has been ruled by Venice only two years, from 1503 to 1505. And as a reminder of these only 2 years, there are these two columns that in the past there was also the Venetian lion on top, not anymore, so there are just these two columns left, reminding this fact of Cesenatico.
Yeah, surely there were the lions on top, typical of the Venetian tradition and symbol of the city.
But only 2 years the Venetians were ruling here.
You see a lot of the bicycles, because here for sure they do this group tours with bicycles and electric bikes. Okay, let's keep going on our walk here. You see these spectacular, beautiful boats that unfortunately they don't have the sails up. And
but they are still nice.
For sure, I mean, I'm expecting that when they will start in 2 days, the fish festival, then they will put them up, at least for the weekend. I mean, I'm pretty sure that is a special occasion for the city. So you need to a bit imagine, and we wished that the sales were up. But
so,
you see the color, by the way. You see here the color.
So there are two questions that Andrea now will reply. First, Ginny is asking, how are the beaches here? And then the other question from the Cheryl, can you sail to Croatia?
No, sorry, what the beaches there?
How are the beaches here? And the other question, can you sail to Croatia here?
Yes, okay. We have seen at the very beginning, when we started the stream, I replied first about the Croatia. There are boats, okay, speed boats, but not the small one. It's already like a mini cruise, okay? Mini cruise boats, fast, and they go in 3 hours to Croatia. So yes, you can, exactly from here, from Cesenatico. And then, talking about the beaches, here is the typical Italian, okay, Adriatic Sea. Why this? Because the Adriatic Sea is also in Croatia, Slovenia, Albania, and Greece. So this part is also you know, related to the Adriatic Sea. But on the other side, so these nations that I just named, they are on the opposite side of the sea. They have pebbles, stones. They don't have sand. Most of them, I would say 95%, okay, they are with pebbles and stones. And here is totally different. The Adriatic Sea has this characteristic that actually most of the beaches, because also here we have the rocks and pebbles, but most of the beaches are sandy beaches and actually pretty spread out. I mean, very deep beaches. Color of the sea here, because of the color of the sand, it's a bit this green brown, but it's not dirty. Okay, wait. Some years here has been very polluted, but why? Because and actually with big problems, because too many people and the heat started being very strong, and unfortunately all the seaweeds, algae, they created, we call it mucilagine, so it's a bit of almost like a mud. I mean, the water was totally muddy. It wasn't poisonous or dangerous, but not so pleasant, okay, to go to swim, because it was like a very, not, it wasn't mud, it's really the algae, the seaweeds that created a sort of a soup, you know, because the sun was developing them very fast, and they couldn't, let's say, melt, and actually they were grouping up, you know, building up, and it was a disaster for the economy, the tourism here. Recently, it seems that it's a bit better. And here, for instance, because in Italy, by law, you need to declare the health of the sea, and because a lot of people are swimming, and could be dangerous because we are not in the ocean where there is a lot of the change of the water. Plus, the Adriatic is also a sea that is a bit closed, as like a big, let's say, gulf, okay? And for this reason, they need to inspect the waters. And here, for instance, we have seen 2022, there was the blue flag, that is the maximum that you can get for the health of the water. In general, very sandy beaches. Don't expect to see the light blue or light green emerald colors that you might see in the south of Italy and Sardinia and other places of Italy. Here is a bit different, but again, the pluses are that are very easy for any age. So kids, family, elderly people, perfect, because they're not dangerous at all.
And then replying to the Elaine's question, who owns those boats? So these particular ones that you are seeing right now is the part of the Maritime Museum. So there is the Maritime Museum that you can visit also. There are indoor parts, and outside in the canal they have these boats that they all have also the year. And guys, this is my dream home. It has only one minus, doesn't have the garden, but okay, maybe I can even close the eye on this part. So this is dream home.
Yes, also mine, because it's small, not far from the water, beautiful colors.
And I think it has also the little guest home in the past. So if you go, I think they have also little guest home. So perfect.
Yes, it's true. There is also the to rent.
Little guest home.
Yeah, you can have there rented out. So
this is the perfection, and has even the trattoria next door. So what else you need?
Easy to clean, very small. You know, not a big thing, not a big deal, but cute. And
it's pretty. I mean, the colors here, they are just unbelievable.
So once more, we hope that we made you discover another interesting place. As you see, all flat, all easy, very walkable. You can find shops, the bakery, you know, the whatever, salumeria, butcher, of course, a lot of fish. So no problems for the daily shopping without going to this nasty
Plus, there
huge
is also the
supermarket.
train station.
Train station. Train station is just down there. You walk.
You can arrive here with the train.
10 minutes. Not even. In between 5 and 10 minutes walk, you find the station. So train station. Plus there is a museum dedicated to Pantani. Pantani is a local hero of the
Cycling.
Cyclism.
Sport cycling.
Yeah, sport cycling. And Museo della Marineria. So you see Museum of Marinery or Maritime Museum, and it's just there, the museum. And these boats are permanent installation, open air for everyone, seeing for free all year round. Once more, there are some moments that we haven't understood yet. So you see that here there is the how do you say, the train crossing. Actually, you see the train now. So there, in 1 minute, there is the station for the train. 1 minute ride. You know, the train is already now, I think, stopping shortly and getting to the station. So you see, very easy, very easy. Here, maybe we can cross 1 minute. Let's cross so you can see also this part.
See, so many people are moving actually with the bicycles here. That's so nice, with the bicycle waiting there.
Okay, only 1 minute. Let's go.
There's even the people with the heels. Those heels are a bit unexpected.
So there, sorry, I will try to zoom it. You can even see there, that one is the station. Okay, just there. Just there is the station. So very next, you arrive at Cesenatico station, and you can go, I think, from here, surely to Ravenna and other places in Emilia-Romagna, because I think this one here is doing more the coastline. For sure, Cesenatico is like a local stop. So you need to take a local train to stop here, but then this will lead for sure to other stations that you can go down, let's say, to Puglia, and like this. No, maybe from the Cesenatico station, still you need to reach a bigger station, but this is the Adriatic.
Say it's here. So.
Yeah, it's the Adriatic coast.
Meanwhile, Adrian's saying that these cars a bit spoiling the vibe,
Yes.
that you are a bit back in time. Adrian, unfortunately, that's everywhere is like this, that you know.
So
the
here,
modernity,
guys. But here we noticed that is a bit of the tranquility. So here,
Adrian, I imagine you sitting there on that balcony,
listening to heavy metal and
catching
fish. So you see here, they pull down these nets, and they have this system with metal wires. And I don't know if you can see there are wires here and ropes. Anyway, it's a mix of a system of ropes and metal wires. And then they pull it down, they leave it down, and then all of a sudden they lift it up and they take. Oh, it's also a system to fish, very traditional in Italy, especially on the Adriatic coast, even in Venice and some canals they have. And also pretty popular in Abruzzo region with different construction, but same system.
Meanwhile, Ginny, have a nice time in Vienna. Me and Andrea, we have been just once, and I think we spent some 4 hours in the Vienna, so it's a beautiful city.
Yes, have a good time, Ginny, in Vienna. Now, I think they're closing because another train is passing.
Okay, we will
so
see
we
that.
take the occasion to see also this part, more of these, let's call them trabocchi, because we know with that name, although trabocchi are more the Abruzzo one.
Surely they have more different name, but yes, the idea is that one, you catch the fish from the shore.
So you have your little balcony, big net. I think you are sorted for the dinner. So while the train is passing, we take our time to see also this part of the canal. I wouldn't mind also like a little boat, you know, you can go up and down these canals, could be fun.
Here, by the way, is the map we can show well.
Yes.
So Cesenatico, the exact name where we are. And then we started our stream there, so that very far away point. So that's where we started, and
we did the lighthouse. Yes. Then we went all the way down. We arrived here, and then we have seen where they preserved the fish in the past with the ice.
Then there was this beautiful one of these roads was this beautiful
the
columns, and now we are here.
We are here, and now then we will do the other side, go back. And we will see also this the touristic port. So still we want to do all the other side, and we hope you find it interesting, that you like this place. It's kind of a nice area. I mean, Devia, this morning we were pretty enthusiastic. So, okay, that's good that we are not in Milan yet. So you see, there's plenty of these little homes.
The train.
So a little short walk, we won't do it all, but just to give you also the idea of the atmosphere here. So a lot of quietness, and you can have your little boat, what kind of license you might need, and hut for fishing. So
I'm pretty sure that you
it's more because I see them all closed, so probably they're just coming here fishing, and it's just a fishing hut. But I don't know exactly how it works with the licenses, if the fish you can keep it just for yourself, or you must be a professional fisherman, and then there is a season, because also Italy works a lot with seasonality for the fishing. It's not that they can fish all year round. Here, that's why the Italians, they're always fighting in a way that they're not happy, you know, with system, because in some other countries here nearby, they fish all year round, they spoil the sea. Here in Italy, they need to respect all the possible regulations, and they cannot fish at any time of the year, because they could be highly fined. They need to give the time for the reproduction. For instance, also yesterday, we were in a restaurant, and we asked about these mussels that we are eating are the local ones. No, they said, now it's not possible. We need to wait for the local mussels. Now we are importing from Sardinia or other areas where they can, because there is already hotter, and the reproduction started earlier than here. So here in Italy, the fishing, especially the fishing, is so much regulated, because we are too many, guys. Here there are 55, 60 million people. If everyone does what he wants, and they start going out, dragging, fishing, taking everything away from the sea, and then already the nature is falling apart worldwide. And here in Italy, Mediterranean in general, we are too many. In other countries nearby, they do a bit what they want. And here they prefer to eat the local food, but seasonal food. That's the mentality in general here in Italy, and is also nowadays so much regulated. So I don't know exactly how it works with the local fish here. I'm sure that mussels, because yesterday in the restaurant they said that they're coming. He said the local mussels, they're there, and already, let's say, now is the time.
In fact, right next to our camping where we are staying, yesterday they started the mussel festival, so local festival, and at least in the advertising they were advertising that they are serving the local the mussels from the Cervie.
And we hope, of course, that we still go on with this system, because the world is falling apart. And if they don't follow the strict rules of the nature, not of the police, of the nature, and follow the rhythm of the nature, you spoil everything, because you don't give the time for the natural reproduction. And you cannot force this kind of things. Funny thing, okay, we will show it also later. This is a museum, okay, the museum.
I couldn't understand why there is the menu and there is advertising. The Museum of the Sea. You also eat like at the sea.
The museum. So you can have, for instance, alici is this kind of small, they're not anchovies, but let's say maybe the same family, and marinated, and then risotto alla marinara, highly suggested in this area, and then cannocchie. Cannocchie are this kind of long shells. They look like kind of cylinder, inside that they have like a mussel, long mussel, and then squids. I mean, we are talking about a museum. What? So
in Italy you can eat in the churches, on top of the churches. You can have aperitivo on top of some rooftops. I'm talking about the Duomo Cathedral, Milan. Then you eat the seafood at the Sea Museum. Why not? And Fran, I'm so happy that we managed to show something that maybe you haven't seen. And this system that you are seeing, so this net system, fishing from the shore, it's so popular all along the Adriatic coastline, and in particular Abruzzo. They have very, very ancient structures. So really, these structures that they look like sea spiders almost sitting on at some point also on the cliff, bit cliffy parts. Very nice.
Yeah, they have such a weird shapes. They look like a bit like aliens or
sea spiders,
huge
sea
lobsters or spiders, because they're made out of poles that not necessarily are put together in a linear way. It could be a bit, artistic creation, but they look so beautiful, especially at sunset time. Sunrise time, because there you catch more beautiful colors with the sunrise, and it's amazing because you see almost these silhouettes or beautiful, let's say, red colors of the sky with these unusual shapes. So they're called trabocchi, or trabucchi. Some they call trabocchi.
So here we are already in the part of the museum, and actually there are also the writings where they give a bit more description of each boat that you see here. This one, by the way, I think it was for transporting the goods. So we are talking of 1936. So this boat has been constructed in 1936.
So now you see with the sails up, just to give you an idea. And
so the cargo boat.
Cargo boat.
One of its kind. Here is written.
Yes, Neil, let's say that I have it in my brain, the map, and sometimes I cannot wait to go back to places. In fact, I was here these days. I like anything here, okay? But because the food is excellent. But of course, the piadina is the symbol of the area, the seafood for sure, but the piadina is the symbol of the area. And I said to her, let me eat piadinos, because when I'm in Milan, I'm not eating
Okay,
it.
later I will post all the food that just attacked Andrea. And Andrea was kind of fighting really hard. He was fighting, but the food was attacking him. So later we will post the pictures of all insults Andrea got this trip.
Yeah, mainly piadina, because piadina I can find it easily in Milan. But it's not the same like here. Here they make it at the moment. It's always fresh. The ingredients are fresh. The cheese is fresh. It's local. It's not the same thing you eat in Milan. In Milan, it's dry. It's. I'm not saying that it's not good, but it's not inviting me to eat it. I don't eat it.
It's easier in Milan to resist the food attacks.
Yes, I mean, yes, I can have it, not have it. I don't mind. Here, as soon as I come, I want to try because it's so juicy, different. They put all this cheese that is like, let's say, a gelato. Okay, it's warm, but it's kind of this sweet taste together with the salty ham and the rucola. It's another feeling.
No fish piadina.
They do.
Actually,
but
I think
not,
I saw one
yeah.
that was exactly called the fisherman piadina, but it was close, so I don't know. So surely they put also some fish.
Yes, but here they do with ham and rucola and squacquerone. That's the classic. The squacquerone is the local cheese. So here, we just wanted to show you again that that's the museum in front of us, and they have even the local menu, but with the local dishes. So they're not selling hamburgers or whatever.
What do you do at the museum in Italy?
So, gran fritto misto di paranza. This is the typical fish from the area. It's a mix of mini fish. It could be little squid, little octopus, what is the totano, the bigger than the squid, and shrimps, mussels they can put. So it's kind of the mix and the sardine, because here this is the fish they eat. And you see, they also do things for instance, we call it diversamente abili. So sorry if I don't use the correct word, like people with carrying handicaps. So they make some sort of charity, you know. So this is the alici. This is the alici, the fish. And this is the pasta with kind of look like shrimps or something like it. And this is the typical fried fish food. So it's so typical. So they make the risotto, so gran fritto di paranza. So the big fried mix of what, when they put down these nets, they take a bit of the whatever and they put it together. They make a risotto or they fry it, and it's delicious.
So all the boats that you are seeing, they are part of the museum, and there is also the names of the boats that you can read here outside without entering the museum. Then, of course, you can enter inside.
So here a bit of the information. You see that they have this beautiful, unfortunately we cannot show them today, but these beautiful sailing boats, very colorful with these ancient colors. Plus here there are the descriptions, so some of them built in 1954 and 1925. This one end of the 19th century. 1925, so it could be a bit of the different years, and these traditional boats, and they're always displayed out, and we really wished that, look how beautiful a red color here. So anyway, I like this place. Today gave me a bit of the positivity instead of going to a city, staying
It lifted
here.
up our spirits, definitely.
Plus there are seagulls around.
Although I don't know, this year I see they're
less.
less than usually.
Plus these historical boats, you know, they give this bit idea of the past.
And exactly right now, when there is still not, let's say, this masses of the tourists, that you feel the more local vibe here, more local people, very charming. Cloudless blue sky. Yes, that's another reason why me and Andrea this morning didn't want to leave this area, because of the weather, all this atmosphere. And we are just happy to take all of you here. And I'm so happy that Monday at around 3:30, 4 p.m. there are so many of you joining, because we are usually a bit, let's say, not scared, but to stream at this time, because we know that many of you might work, also not exactly the time for Americas to join. But we couldn't resist.
No,
and I think that's the place that
where we
I
are
will
going to end up.
Because me and Andrea, we really like the Italian gelato.
But here there is something different.
But they do here the local kind of frozen yogurt. That's where we will end up.
Aspetta che chiedo se possiamo far vedere. Aspetta.
So Andrea asked, can we show? I don't have the... Sorry, I need to unplug Andrea. But we don't see nothing anyway there, so it's a bit hard.
No,
okay, we cannot show.
So it's a place.
Sorry, I need to give you back the microphone.
Sorry, no, because I didn't feel like asking to enter. I love that place. They are not frequent in Italy. There, maybe in the world there are some others, but in Italy they are not so frequent. It's amazing. Instead of having the gelato inside the basket, they have the spilled gelato, the one, you know, they like the beer, let's say, that you spill it, okay? And there are different flavors. You grab, you do it yourself. And so, by the way, sorry, here you see bicycle lane, or I don't know, let's say wheelchairs, or these mini carts for people with walking difficulties and so on. So big bicycle lane. And there are different flavors. You get a cup yourself and you spill it inside, and you can put first as much as you want, of course. The more you put, the more you pay. But then you can also put on top all the ingredients. Are they putting up one boat? The sails?
Yes, they're putting the sails up, maybe.
Maybe.
Neil, very quickly replying to your question, thank you so much for noticing that my mom is not joining so frequently. Yes, she's okay. My mom is still working pensioner. So during the work days, and today is the work day, she's working, she cannot join. And during the weekends, she joined the Latvian Pensioner Club, the Active Pensioner Club, and she's actually traveling, let's say, a bit around, mini travels, so going to different gardens, different museums, and so on. So my mom is very active, and I'm happy that you know that she is doing these things. But unfortunately, she don't have so much time to join us right now.
They're sailing. They're putting the sails up.
Guys, you have today probably a lucky strike.
No, we'll ask if they do only one or...
No, I see that this one is already added, the fabric. Because before the fabric wasn't there.
Stai spostare te? No.
No, lei tante avanti.
Buongiorno. Buongiorno, mi scusi, ma issano le vele adesso o no?
No, no.
O solo
No,
una?
adesso oggi è lunedì, domani qualcosa ci sarà.
Ah.
Sono presto, sono tutti in armamento perché il tempo non ci ha aiutato.
Ah.
Piove sempre.
E quando è che ci sono su?
Mattina questa qui è su, la faccio vedere.
Ah. Noi no, vabbè, oggi purtroppo oggi partiamo, ma la fanno per la sagra del pesce
No,
magari?
no, è per tutta l'estate.
Ah.
La stagione inizia i primi di maggio
Ah,
e poi
ok.
arriva fino a fine settembre.
E di solito le tenete di
Sì,
giorno?
di giorno anche la sera, da giugno a agosto.
Ah, ho capito.
No, fino alle 11:30 della
Che
sera.
bello. Grazie.
Però ci vuole sempre tempo permettendo,
Certo, perché sennò
Si fa garbino, si fa pioggia, va bene.
Grazie.
Loro, per esempio, stanno armando la vela, se vuoi fotografare che loro stanno armando,
Sì,
metti la tiro su.
va bene, grazie. So, da giugno a fine agosto?
Di notte.
No, beh, quando sono sempre su.
Da metà maggio a fine settembre tutte vere.
Perfetto. E allora torneremo.
Anche qui sono tutte barche vere.
Sì, sì, no, noi pensavamo di trovarle già oggi perché avevamo visto delle belle foto, ma bisogna aspettare maggio, va bene, torneremo.
Tira su, non fa tirare su, quest'anno non so.
Vabbè, così le scuse. Vabbè, dai.
Torneremo. Grazie, grazie. So they said that from the half of May until September, they will be every day up until 11 p.m. Now they are probably putting up one because they are doing some tests, probably checking if it is fine. But they said that they wanted to do it earlier this year, but the weather wasn't good so far and was too dangerous. And plus, he said also during the summer, if it's stormy weather, they don't have. But respecting the season, they do it, and they're all up. So you see, that's the color more or less. This yellow and
It's a good
burgundy.
reason to come back.
A reason to we might come back. We might come back.
And by the way, talking of my mom, so this boat, Lancia, is made in 1956, exactly like my year of my mom.
Ah, so she's very young.
Just spectacular. Spectacular.
So anyway, we hope you like this part of Cesenatico, because once more Cesenatico is pretty big, and there is a part that is more related to the tourism only. So there might be also the bars, the clubs, the restaurants, but not the, let's say, charming, more the typical Adriatic Sea entertainment, and also, I would say, homes more from the 60s and pensions, hotels, and so on. So it's more on the other side towards that part.
Neil, thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Neil. So, Neil, if you need good fish, you know where to find it.
Also, Carrie, Agata, thank you so much
Thank you.
for your support.
Thank you, Agata, and
Oh, okay, Carrie, Agata.
Carrie.
She had different names
okay,
here.
thank you, Agata. Now we will show you again the amount of the fishermen boats. So once more, if you need to buy fish, you want to cook yourself, that's the local fish market. And today is closed because, again, no season yet.
And it's Monday.
It's Monday.
Monday in
That's
Italy is between the day kind of after Sunday.
Yes. And before, me and Davia, we caught a sign that was too funny. And it was written.
Maybe I can show you here
we
in the
can show
shade.
it.
And then
It
Andrea.
wasn't a joke. It was really outside a business. I mean, like, okay.
Can
So
you see?
here, it's real. It's not like a joke made on purpose. It was written orario, so time, opening times. Apriamo per pranzo, so we open for lunch. Chiudiamo quando ci siamo stufati di lavorare. Of course, it's a bit slangish, but it's like we close when we are tired of working. And the giorno di riposo, the resting day, is Monday. But not just Monday, okay?
Monday, but not only.
Not only Monday.
I think we need to print out this sign and put outside somewhere.
So it wasn't made up in some, I don't know, souvenir shop. It was really a local business. Official business.
Timing of the, I think it was Piadina's shop actually.
Yeah. We start working when we are sick of it, tired of it. Look at the machinery that they have here on board. So you see that these are pretty technical machines for the muscle. Most is related to the shells food. Cleaning, I think. Or it could be, I don't know, for the nets. But some of them, they look like for washing something. Or cleaning the fish. Yes. Like not caring at all. I mean, people like, okay, we work.
I do when I do, so don't call me too much.
Work isn't everything in life, When I'm tired, I'm tired, and that's I go according to my feelings and mood.
Catherine, thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Catherine.
The life's supposed to be like this, you work accordingly to your mood.
Plus, it's written more in a way like when I'm sick of it, when I'm really tired of it.
And this is actually very particular to this area, and even more in the south of Italy. In Milan, you will never ever see such a sign.
No. And plus, I think next door, I don't know if it was part of the same business or it was the one next door. Now I don't remember. I mean, we might also pass by. I don't know if it's too distant. But anyway, very next. The next sign was everything is for sale. So probably, maybe it was the same guy that said, okay, we'll stop working. That's it. Sell the business and resting, and that's it. Exactly. Yes.
Neil, you catch the mood.
Really, like working life is not everything.
And look at this home. Also, this one is waiting the owner. The shabby chic.
This is super shabby. Not
you just need to color it, then call for the Catherine. Catherine might add some colorful touch.
Here there is also a warehouse that maybe you can convert into some fishing, because inside I can see it's like a workshop, or maybe you can convert it into, I don't know, either a restaurant or gelato piadina place.
And Catherine is saying is really does look like Burano. You know, the good thing is that it has this bit Burano vibe, but it's so more accessible. You can come directly here by the train. It's more open. Surely it's also more interesting about the prices. So the renting, staying, eating. So there are, let's say, more pluses comparing to Burano. Then, of course, Burano is Burano, so has another big pluses. But yes, has this bit of the vibe.
Shall we say, or it's a private thing?
I don't know. Hard to say.
Okay, because
we will take it down later on.
okay. Do you see that terrace there? Top terrace.
We don't show the number, I don't know.
Okay, we don't show the phone number, okay. But no, out of privacy. So you see it's written Da Vinci there, and there is a home, kind of sort of a green, light green color, and there is a terrace on top. At the bottom there is a restaurant. So, okay, they're selling. There is a big sign for sale. And then there is this beautiful terrace, anyway, it's pretty big. And then only the first floor. Okay, 100 square meters. I called because I want to.
You will put now the guessing game.
Now the guessing game. We won't put the phone number out of privacy, so we will turn
Andrea
also
was
the camera.
Curious.
I was curious because I said, okay, nice place here. And why not moving one day? So I don't know, started dreaming a bit. And I asked for the price. So 100 square meters, 2 bedrooms, 1 sitting room, kitchen
Fully
area.
furnished.
Fully furnished, but don't expect design furniture. Let's say...
So furnishing from the 70s, 80s.
Okay,
In a good state.
Good state, but I mean, not... Milan Design Week furniture, like
the fisherman style.
Fisherman style.
In a good way, fisherman style.
Way. And so 105 square meters plus terrace. And
Ginny, that's what Andrea thought. So Ginny put it 180,000. That's what Andrea thought.
Yes, okay. Honestly, I said maybe up to 250. Let's say, okay, like this. Okay?
No.
No, you are wrong. So,
Ginny, you have more or less similar kind of way of thinking like Andrea, but
exactly.
no, you both are wrong.
Okay, so...
So Ellen is saying 340.
340, okay.
No, Ellen, you are wrong.
No. Maybe the guy was in a good mood today. I mean, too good mood, you know, he woke up excited, I don't know. Go up, guys. Go up.
Actually, so, you can add Ellen's and Ginny's and still go up.
So now we show you from the distance because I don't want again. But you see, the top floor, I mean, first floor only 105 meters and the terrace. Okay, let's keep in the meanwhile going on. So we show you also more the fisherman area to see the fleet, how many they are.
And Ginny, I think, guessed, that's crazy. Yes, Ginny, definitely the price, that's crazy.
She guessed?
No, okay, she commented, that's crazy. Yes, the price was crazy.
No, but when they told me the price, I was like, come on. So an apartment in Milan, you're a billionaire. I mean, you're like Trump. No.
So we are not talking about the thousands. Take the next, the amount of, how is the measurement?
Look at the seagull friend,
Okay, I think now if we add the Ginny's, Ellen's and Sarah's offer, we are somewhere there what we have been offered. So as Ginny said 180, Ellen 340 and Sarah 600. So if you plus all we are close.
Yes, Jenny.
So put all the offers right now what we have, then we are close.
And the guy, when I said that much, and then he said, yeah, but we are in Cesenatico. And me...
And me and Andrea, we straight away, because first we saw, okay, it has a nice balcony, you know, we are in the front of the port. And then under there is the bar and the cafe that they're always noisy. Then in the front there is the port that, you know, they always smell of the fish.
Yeah, but also the smell of the fish, of the rubbish bin. I mean, not just the fish that is just fished, you know, there is also the rubbish bins of the fish.
So, okay, me and Andrea, we will keep dreaming and looking for other options.
Yes, no, but yes, because if he sells that, it's like winning the lottery, and then, of course, he retires next door in the countryside, and
yeah, for that price, you definitely win the lottery.
Yes, he can live the rest of his life with the flip-flops, watching the canal. No.
Yeah, Neil, yeah, sounds like that.
Yeah, $1 million. He said, because he said, no, it's a private dealing. And I said, but listen, I live in Milan. I mean, I don't need to come back here almost 4 hours drive to find out for a price. So tell me averagely. He said, okay, it's around 1 million. I was like, okay. Yeah,
we will
sure.
think.
Sure.
We will
You
think.
found the chicken. You found the one to take the feathers out. No way. So, okay, that's it. We didn't buy it. In the end.
Deal didn't went through very well.
We didn't even start the trade. Oh, come on. I mean, it's an apartment, the first floor.
By the way, yes, it's not full house. It's just it's apartment. So.
If it was the full house with the restaurant, the licenses, the chef inside cooking, okay, maybe I think about it, but they must be cooking and
at
cook
that point,
well.
also you need to have the part in the port where to you know, to park your boat.
It's included a dinner, you know, for the rest of my life, and the chefs downstairs. No way. So, no.
Well, talking, maybe he really don't want to sell it. There is a huge fresh number, you know, to contact him. So he had some, let's say, expectations. And by the way, maybe he's even selling, because anyway, there are lots of the foreign people that they are coming here. So Americans from the Canada. So you never know.
Yeah, they might say that's peanuts, it's nothing for us, and they buy it. So.
I mean, there are also the people around with the super yachts that, why not? It's exactly, now we saw the fisherman port, but right next on the other side, there is the touristic port with the yachts already. So
yes, although here there are not the yachts of the yacht of the
yeah, but they are also not the, let's say, the two-seaters. So
no, I know.
You never know. So.
No, there are also people with the money, but it's not the Emerald Coast in Sardinia or Portofino. I mean, we are talking about something else. Here, it's a mass tourism, and it's not exclusive tourism. Not that I want to make different classes of people. It's not, but this is the reality.
Andrea, Ginny just looked already the Immobiliare ET, and she's saying in the area there are much more interesting options also. Ginny, that's what kind of we kind of scented, and when we saw that home, we thought maybe, you know, maybe let's call it. But there are much more interesting options, and so if you are thinking of this area. Let's say me and Andrea, we are pretty optimistic. So
I think we found the place either for Neil and also for this sign that we were showing. So this is Piadina del Pescatore, so the fisherman Piadina. So probably this guy was making,
and I think he's making with the
fish,
with the tuna, because there is written tonno.
Ah, okay. So it could be also okay. So this is the fish Piadina, but here exactly, no, it's here, so I remember correct. It's here, guys. We found it. So this is the typical Piadina kiosk.
So you see this.
Okay, so this is the Piadina kiosk. And look
the
at
business
here.
is for sale.
So here, so first he wrote this, and then I sell it. So this is the opening time, and then we open for lunch, and then we close when we are sick of working. And resting day Monday, but not only. So that was, and then on top for sale.
Just in case you wanted this business.
He gave up. He said, "That's it, guys.
I'm selling
it. I want to rest. I mean, I don't want." So here, that's what I was saying earlier. Was about if. Sorry if I don't remember all the names, but because we are also walking and talking. But selling the fish directly. I saw this morning that they were coming, all the fishermen. So all these are fishermen boats. And now we will get closer. All of that. Can you imagine the fleet that they have? Soon I will go on top. So it's not what we have seen earlier. This is like really a huge fleet of fishing boats. We are not talking fishing, let's say,
industrial.
big fish. No, industrial also, but also not big fish. Here in the Adriatic, this side of the Adriatic, we are talking about small fish, sardines, sgombe. I don't know the names, but they're not big, okay, not big fish. And then here you see they're already the refrigerated trucks, and this side there are all the fridges. So when they arrive, straight away the cases are taken inside there for freshness, for preserving the freshness.
Sorry, very quickly to interrupt you. Good night, Ellen, and have a nice rest, and see you next time.
Thank you, Ellen. Thank you, Ellen. Good night. So they go directly to the fish deposit, and then from the deposit they go to the fish market that we have seen earlier. So this is how it works, to preserve, of course, the freshness of the fish, because here they don't have on board all the ice, and they kind of stay here under the sun selling the fish. And so here it's a bit of the touristic boat, as you can see, but all these are fishing boats. All of them here, fishing boats, and there are really hundreds and hundreds of them. As you can see, they're pretty small, but again, the fish that they take, it's small, or they could be mussels related, crabs related, shrimps, little octopus, squids. No, sorry, I can't remember the other name. We call it totani. So a big of the bigger squids, the bigger size of the squids. So this kind of fishing they do here. Plus other fish that, sorry, I don't know the name in English. We call it sgombro. So there are kind of, medium size, small, medium, big, but not big. Okay. So you see, all of them. So now 1 second, because there are the people, I don't want. So you see, they all here, all fishing boats. All of them, one after the other. Mackerel, maybe. Octopus, yes. Yes, I think mackerel or something like that. Yes, could be. Anyway, you can check Adriatic Sea, this area, Cesenatico, typical fish, and it might come out, sorry, I don't know all the names. I know a bit in Italian, but here is not big, okay? For instance, like swordfish, you need to go more down towards Sicily, Calabria, where there is more open sea. Here in the Adriatic Sea, this side that is pretty shallow water, you find more this smaller, medium size.
And Cynthia, Michelle, thank you so much for your support.
Thank you. So you see here, and then here there are the sailing boats for the tourists and people that, of course, to have a sailing boat in Italy, still you need to have a bit of the money, so you're not poor, but it's more like a recreative boat for people that are a bit well off. but not the trillionaire here that are coming with a super yacht and sultans from Saudi Arabia visiting. I mean, it's another, let's say, area here. Because there are beautiful, you see all the sailing boats there. Now we'll try to point the camera, so it's not that they are poor, these people, but they're not at the level of the trillionaire or billionaire. Or they might even be, but you know, it's not that market, it's not that tourism. So I think he was a bit exaggerating, the guy this morning. A bit. So you see, these are all working boats. Here you must be, let's say, really a worker of the field, a learner. But again, I know this guy that from Milan didn't know a thing about this sort of fishing, and then at a certain point he was in his 30s, and he decided to change his life and give a try here to have this life. I don't know if he's still here, but try to change his life, and he started working on these kind of boats. And we understood that these boats, a lot of them, they might do mussels, because some of them has also written on the boat that they do the mussels. And plus here you see also these touristic boats, and you can eat on board. So there are the tables on top, you see, you can have lunch and dinners. So they do the tours outside, and you can eat on board here. So they take you out, and you eat fish dishes.
They have also the kitchen, a pretty decent kitchen on the boat, so they really cook. Actually, that's the thing that I would like to do one day.
Yes, here they cook, and the pro cook chef of fish. So you see that all these tools that you see, and here is written, I do the farming of the mussels, Romagna mussels. Buongiorno. Voi fate tutti cost, stiamo solamente facendo vedere, cercando di capire anche noi. Fate
Coste noi, vongole loro, la pesca gli altri.
E fuori ci sono come delle zone dove vengono allevate.
Sono degli impianti fisci a mare, concessioni demaniali.
Ah, e sono quanto distanti? Circa, per capire.
6-7 km, dai 5 ai 10
però.
km.
E state fuori in generale quanto tempo per pescare?
No, noi alleviamo.
Ah, ma quindi fate ogni giorno la spola, avanti e indietro?
Sì.
Ah, ok. Non state in mare, diciamo, no.
Chi pesca sta in mare.
Ah, e ci sono anche però tanti che fanno pesca qua, giusto?
Fanno sia pesca della vongola, che pesca da posta, che pesca a strascico.
C'è tutto.
Sì.
Grazie, buon lavoro, buon lavoro. So he explained that here they have at approximately 7 kilometers from here. Okay.
Inside the sea.
Inside the sea, and this explains also a lot of things, because, and it explains also a lot of things of Italy. Okay. Why the food is good, and why this and why that. So here they don't have the farming of the mussels and clams next to the beach, because of course here is the tourism and so on, and also the homes. Of course there are filters. It's not that they throw the storage inside the water like this. Everything that needs to be filtered first, and all the councils are inspected for this reason. But far away, 7-8 kilometers from here, they have the place where they are farming the clams and the mussels. So they are kind of these farms. They are in the open sea, so where there is fresher water circulating, and is more fresher, but also more open sea. And In fact, yesterday we were talking in the restaurant, and I don't want to talk bad about other countries like this, but this is a reason why in Italy, in most places, you eat good and there is quality in the food. Because, for instance, they said we don't import the mussels from Spain. We don't want to sell and put in our restaurant mussels from Spain. They have different way of breeding, of farming. And here, they do in the open sea. So in order to give freshness, so when you go to Venice, for instance, yes, you eat the local mussels, but they're not from Venice. They're always in the open sea. And so then he told me that here there are boats, this guy briefly, he told me that there are boats that they do the different kind of fishing. They do the one that they stay stop in one position waiting, and then there is also they call it a fermo, and then they do the strascico. Strascico is when they put the net to the bottom of the sea, and usually they do it in very sandy places because they need no rocks. So the net is kind of touching the bottom of the sea and taking whatever they find on the bottom, you know, like the soles, for instance, or other animals that they stay next to the sand at the bottom. So that fish is also, they take it from deeper sea, but from the bottom. So they said they do anything here. The guy said that they do mussels, and the next boat was clams. So that's the explanation. So here they need to wait the season, when the season opens, so they cannot go when they want. And when the season opens, they need to go 8 kilometers. And they said that they do it every day, up and down. And now they're getting ready because yesterday the guy at the restaurant told us that now they're opening the season for the mussels. And in fact, they are getting ready, by coincidence, the 30th, in 2 days.
Also, in the advertising, I saw that from the 1st to 4th.
Ah, first, okay.
On the advertising, maybe because in the camping we have been told that 30th of April, and in fact I said, Andrea, that's weird that they will start on the 30th of April, that is Wednesday, although the bank holiday is the 1st in here. So in fact there was the advertising that was written from the 1st to 4th.
Drag the bottom, yes, drag the bottom. Okay, sorry, because I don't know most of the time all the terminology in English of everything.
Sometimes not even in Italian.
Not even in Italian, but again, I'm trying, yes, to explain. The guy here, we call it pesca a strascico. Pesca is fishing, strascico means dragging the bottom with the nets. So that's one kind of fishing. Another kind of fishing, they wait. They stay in one place and they put down the nets, a bit similarly to the ones that we have seen standing on the canal. So they lower and then all of a sudden they take the nets up. And then the other ones, they're doing the farming. So they go to some places. I don't know how they collect them. They might have a system with this machinery. Could be curious to go one day out with them and discover
yes,
all
Andrea, when you will find your home, when you will move here, you will, you will start your morning in some local bar. You will talk with the local fishermen, and then they will invite you to take a trip on the boat.
I wish I could meet the only guy I know that came from Milan to here, if I see him, but it would be just...
okay, if that would happen, it would be too much of the coincidence.
Yes, exactly. And then for sure he would take me out also because he was, I mean, I know him as a fun guy, so he couldn't actually resist anymore in Milan. He needed more adventure in his life. And he said, no, I go there, changing the life. Plus you see that these boats are very small, so they are not really boats for big fishing. for big fishes.
And Neil is saying some drop the cages and come back later. In fact, I think these are some sort of these
Yes.
the cages that they drop and they
Yes.
collect in, and I don't know how much later, but I think these are the ones. Especially, I think they use for the crabs and you know, this sort of.
Here also they find the crabs. And yesterday the restaurant guy, because we talked a bit with him, he said that there is this blue crab that they are hating him because he's eating a lot of the
local fish and anyway all
the clams and the mussels.
Yes, and the blue crab is invasive species here, especially the recent years. It doesn't have natural, let's say, enemy, and it's eating all the local fauna. But it seems that at least the local restaurants started also to cook the blue crab, because initially they said it's not possible to eat it because it has a different taste and so on. But now the blue crab is also on the menu.
So here is more like the touristic port, this part. Of course, there are yachts, sailing boats, but again, it's not the most luxury port of Italy. There are many of these ports in Italy.
I think we are streaming almost 3 hours already.
Wow! Because me and David, we were not sure. We said, okay, maybe the canal, half an hour.
Can we do even the 1 hour? But I mean, unbelievable. This place is such a treasure.
It's a treasure because it has many characteristics. It's not less. We haven't shown yet, and we won't do it today, the touristic part. Because where we were, yes, it's touristic, but it's also the most the characteristic.
But it's still
part.
the people living and the working and the fishermen.
Yes. There is also this part that is more touristic, let's say for the summer, with all this, but we don't do it because
hotels like
hotels,
this,
yes.
5, 6, 7 floor hotels, so in the lines.
So we don't do it because you can also imagine it pretty easily, one hotel after the other, pensions, and you know, one restaurant after the other. But I mean, not so charming and exciting. Here, the port part, or this the canal, the fisherman area, because it's more characteristic. Wow, what a walk, guys! And still, we need to walk. We need to drive to Milan, 3-4 hours drive back. But I
wouldn't mind to stop our stream at this gelato place.
That I want to try, the gelato.
I think we need to stop the stream there.
Yeah, we will go there, take a gelato.
And say goodbye. It's been wonderful, yes. Sometimes I'm so happy that me and Andrea, we kind of change the plans. I mean, I don't like to change the plans in general, but sometimes it's like a blessing.
Yeah,
we started to talk already the last night about do we want to go away, or the Modena or Cesenatico. We let's say we haven't decided last night, and this morning we woke up and we said, okay, let's just pass by the car in the morning. Let's see how it is, maybe to come back, and we just fell in love.
Yes, because this place is like giving many options. It's not one direction only, that is like cute village, and okay, it's cute, but what do I do in a cute village? Like Burano, for instance, is beautiful, but maybe you cannot really swim there, you cannot enter in these waters.
Also, you need, I mean, how you get there, up and down,
yes.
Because you are so kind of relied on the ferry times. I mean, you know, to go to nearby, let's say, bigger place. Although it's charming, it's beautiful.
Yes, it's beautiful for photography, it's beautiful for visiting, but not so convenient. Here you take the car and you're on the motorway, or
you take a train.
Take the train, I mean, just a few steps away.
Or bicycle, you go.
Yes,
So
anything. You can do anything here. And
Let's
I
say
don't
you are
know.
much more independent on different things.
And you are positioned pretty well also geographically. And it's not a coincidence that Ravenna, that is nearby, was picked by the Romans in order to make their settlement and make it as a capital of the Western Roman Empire. So you can imagine the importance of Ravenna strategically for the geographical position.
So Ravenna that we showed yesterday, it's like 40 kilometers.
Yes,
No,
it's-
okay, even less 30 kilometers, so 40 minutes by car.
40 minutes by car from here. 40 minutes by car, you are in Ravenna. And Ravenna, very strategical because again, you can go, let's say, the other side, Croatia, and then you cross the Apennines and you end up in Tuscany, central Italy. So I don't know. Interesting.
I know everybody's saying, no, we are not missing the gelato. Let's go to gelato.
No, gelato, guys, because me, I need to drive 3-4 hours.
We need some refreshment.
Can you imagine after all this talk that I drive like a maniac with a dry mouth up to Milan? No.
We need our last food insult.
Please.
So whoever joined later, because we started also earlier today, and I remind that we changed the destination. So in the flyer still it's written Modena, and unfortunately I cannot change it from the phone, whatever we write in the YouTube. So we are not in the Modena, we are in Cesenatico. And whoever joins later, no worries, we will leave a bit of the stream so you can rewind from the very beginning and you can watch. But just in case, we also have recorded everything, and of course we will show also from home the recorded footage. And this is the the wisteria. But you know what? Here on this side, the wisteria is kind of more less juicy. I don't know how to explain. In Milan, we have more juicy one. Cesenatico, yes, guys, write down this name, Cesenatico.
And trust me, if you say Cesenatico to Italians, they will say, "Oh, okay, Cesenatico."
Because everybody imagines this touristic part on the seaside, exactly on the seaside.
Yes, exactly. Because the tourists, when the families, when they come to the seaside, they go more next to the tower, the skyscraper there, and it's not bad. But here is not also the best sea that we have in Italy. Italians, luckily, they have better seasides.
Like the Mediterranean.
Like the Mediterranean part, or if you go down to Calabria, Puglia, Sardinia, Sicily, it's totally different water. I mean, there is no comparison with this. This water, you come and say, but what's that? Because it's not the dream beach. But again, if you live here, it's different because you can enjoy when the sea is calm and there are no tourists and you have a huge, long beach all for yourself. And it's not the best water, but still you can swim. It's not that it's dirty. It's just the color that is not so inviting like the emerald colors that you might find.
Maybe you are not even so much of the swimmer. You just like to walk next to the seaside and enjoy the fish that is in that water. So
exactly. But then still you can swim. Me, I spent until I was, let's say, 16, 17, almost each year by the Adriatic Sea next to Venice and next here to Cesenatico, because all the families, mainly with the kids, let's say teenagers, they come here because of the entertainment, the safety of the waters and so on. So it's not that it's dirty. It's not as beautiful coastline as the Puglia or as the Calabria, but it's very convenient place for many reasons. Still, it's swimmable, nice, warm, easy, no dangers.
By the way, curious fact, when we left this morning our camping, because we were staying not so far from this place, the camping owner suggested also a museum to visit here that we haven't found. But if you come to Cesenatico, there is also some local museum, like a charity museum, something like this, run by the local fishermen, that they collected different fishermen-related things donated by the local fishermen and their family. The problem is that it's a bit hidden somewhere, and you need to really look for this museum. We tried this morning, but because it's Monday, and Monday is a bit hard day, so unfortunately we didn't find it. But it's like a treasure hunt. There is also this very interesting local museum by the local fishermen.
And here is the 1 billion, 1 trillion home. Balcony.
The restaurant is not included.
No. Well, come on.
And also a bit, Cynthia, about the peacefulness. It's very peaceful right now, because you see all these chairs and the amount of the tables. So it just says how many people there will be in the season. So it's really very relaxing at this moment. If we are talking about June, July, and August, here everything will be packed, really packed with the people. Which is not bad, but the moment, this very beautiful, amazing moment is this one, the springtime.
For sure you have 15 September up to, let's say, early November. Perfect days. No people around, aside of some weekends, but not so much, not so many. And if you catch beautiful days, so perfect and relaxing. December, January, it will be a bit humid, cold. I must warn you. February starts already better weather. March, you are already spring. And until 15th of May, season is not open. Might be bit of the big weekends or bank holidays, let's say the Easter and the national holidays, but in general, here until 15th of May, nothing moves. I mean, nothing big
it's like
moves.
This very, very charming local.
Yeah. It's like you see today, now we are end of April, and you see it's
okay, it's also Monday.
Okay, weekend for sure, Saturday and Sunday, but it's not that mass that everyone is here. It's kind of, it's not a place, unless there is a festival, for instance.
And that will be this weekend.
This weekend, but again, don't expect this super loud that you cannot sleep, and it's not like that. Summer, if we are talking about June, July, and August, as you notice, is full of the restaurants. So here there will be people chatting, talking, laughing. So
Dolce vita.
A bit of the dolce, but then at that point you also go down yourself and have a drink, meet some people, have a life. Otherwise, cannot stay locked in the home. They are noisy. They just go down and have a glass of wine, and have an aperitivo together. So many months available, and plus you have the sea next to you. At a certain point it's too hot, you can swim.
Sarah, thank you so much for your support.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. So as you see, stay with us, and little by little we show you also places that might be interesting for a holiday, or just to view if you cannot travel, because they are anyway cute, and they all look like postcards, these places. I want to come back when there will be all the sails up. A totally different vibe. It will be more colorful, and so we will come back. We don't know when. They're still still taking the sail up, because they said that today they needed to test it, check if there was something to fix. Now I will ask, since we will get a gelato, I will ask if we can film inside, so we show you the gelato, how they do here. It's not a typical thing of Italy, but I noticed in different cities or places that exist this system that maybe in other countries is very popular. In Italy it's not very popular, but I've seen some places with this system and I really enjoy it, because you can decide yourself exactly what to take. Maybe before getting to the gelato, some more postcards of the canal.
Così.
Sì, prego.
Posso di fare una foto?
Un attimo, sì, perché sono dal vivo.
Ah, ok.
No, no, ma devi staccarmi qua e via prima, devi staccarmi qua, perché sennò... No, no, adesso faccio. Yeah.
Grazie.
In verticale,
Milan is
orizzontale,
doing,
come tutte e due, vi piace?
Photo work, the last video.
Allora, ve ne faccio una in orizzontale che si vede un po' di più di canale.
Yes, yes, friend, no worries. We will leave it.
Ma
We
non
think
c'è,
that,
vi
it's
piace un po' più
written
larga
on
anche la foto?
our, let's
Sì,
say,
però allora ve la metto
flyer
con un po'
Modena.
più larghina, perché... Ok, un
Not to
secondo,
get also,
scusate.
because
Aspetta,
unfortunately I cannot change not the picture, not the description from phone, but we will leave, so no worries. So you can
Ok,
watch.
e ve ne faccio anche una così. Prego, prego.
And yes, surely we will show it later on from the home studio as the
Un attimo che
live
vedo così un po' di
commentary,
più le
and then at some
barche.
point we will also add to the videos, the permanent ones.
Ok, va bene, grazie.
Prego. Vabbè, le ultime sono venute un po' mosse. Poi guarda quelle prima.
Grazie mille.
Niente, prego.
So Fran is asking to leave this on
Guarda
so she
quelle
can.
prima, le ultime sono belle.
So Fran is asking to leave the stream on so she can watch
Yes.
it, and then she said also to later on add the permanent video on our
Ok.
YouTube.
Grazie.
Ciao ragazzi, ciao.
Adesso.
Who is taking a photo? Just a couple. They asked me a photo while they were kissing.
You seem very trustable person. Everybody is asking us today. Me, I was asked to save the girl from the strange guy, and now you are asked to take the photos.
So better here than the Navigli, Milan, the canals of Milan. So
Well, also the canals of Milan has its charm.
yes, of course, we like anything of what we show. Plus, we are from the city, and we cannot say it's better or worse. It's just here that, of course, this extra charm of the boats, sailing boats, and the fisherman area. So it's very nice and characteristic. So we like it for sure. Everything looks like a postcard. So.
Better than this, we couldn't imagine.
And we felt really, now you understand why me and David, we felt a pity that we're living this just nearby town, near to to Modena, to the camping instead of going to Modena. Not because Modena is not nice. Once more, we will go to Modena because it's also UNESCO. But
we were here.
We were here and said, but why we are leaving here, this behind, at least let's have a walk. Then we were a bit afraid because we said that maybe we cannot fill even 1 hour because there is a canal. But then this morning, by coming here, we discovered many things from the seaside, the lighthouse, the fishermen, I mean, really the boats of the fishermen, plus the historical part, the part of where they were storing the ice, so a bit of the tradition here for the fishermen, the beautiful colors, the tranquility of the place, so many things that we say, okay, I think there is more than 1 hour, and in fact now it's 3 hours and 10 minutes that we keep talking and walking, but
it is very different vibe, and me personally, I fell in love. It's nice and charming. I might be different opinion if I come here exactly in June, July, and August when there are lots of people. It might be different, and I might not feel exactly same. Or the winter time. I mean, really, the December or January, February. If you come here, you know, there's a bit more harsh months. But I don't know. Maybe I came exactly the correct moment to fall in love.
Now I will ask if it's possible.
Just a problem, I cannot eat live, so then take only for you.
Ok. Buongiorno. Volevo prendere... Ma è yogurt o gelato?
Gelato. Anche gusto yogurt.
Ma posso farlo vedere?
Sì.
Se tanto vi faccio all'invito un po' di pubblicità. Gelato e anche yogurt?
Sì.
Allora, ok. Evia, ti do I cavi e you film me and I do it. Here. Gentilmente. Non ho mai... Sì, ma va bene.
Praticamente si prende un contenitore,
Sì.
si tirano i gusti, si può guarnire e poi viene pesato.
Ok. No, va bene, perfetto. Allora faccio un bello yogurt io. Allora, so it works this way here. You follow me. You get a cup, and I think I get this. Okay, I go with a little. Okay, okay. Let's go the medium. The medium, guys. Medium. Milan is very far away. So here you see all the different flavors. Okay, so cream, yogurt, hazelnuts, biscuit, chocolate, pistachio, caramel, lemon, fragola, strawberry, mango. Okay, and then you come here, and because I'm on diet, I do the yogurt. Okay, and then they wait it. So it's not a point of filling because anyway it's by the weight, it's not that much it fits. And then since I'm on diet, I will put the bit of the berries.
Fresh.
So fresh, so like blueberries and sorry. Because I'm on a holiday, I do a bit of the amarena.
It's the cherry.
Cherry. That's it. So now I go to the lady here. I put it in cima, qua in alto. See? Qua. They're waiting. And, ok, she's giving me the spoon. No, grazie. Quindi 5,80 €. Perfetto, ecco qua.
Yes, sold by weight.
È bello questo sistema.
Facciamo tutto noi qua. È un gelato artigianale.
Bene, adesso lo assaggiamo. Sicuramente squisito.
Grazie mille. mangiate tutte e due?
Va bene, grazie, sì, molto gentile.
No,
no, me lo mangio io. Non si
bene, grazie.
Di nuovo, grazie, molto gentile.
Unfortunately, I cannot eat live.
Ok,
So, Andrea, is it good?
yes, very good. They make it.
Cost
It's not-
5, Andrea,
€5.80.
€5.80.
And she confirmed that they make it. I mean, it's their own ice cream. It's not pre-made by industrial, okay? It's their ice cream. Amazing idea. You can show, I don't mind. Look. Beautiful, no?
Yes.
Yes.
Bon appetit.
Grazie, merci.
Yes, it's not the, let's say, the cheapest, because if you buy just an ice cream, it might be slightly cheaper. So it might cost €3, €3.50, €4. So it's not the cheapest option, but it's good.
Let's say that this size yogurt with topping might be usually around the minimum anyway, €4, €4.50. It's not that you find it cheaper. This one is a good
It is
size.
delicious.
Yes.
No, Neil, sorry, I cannot eat when I'm live, so I leave the pleasure for Andrea.
Sorry also if I eat in front of you, but Milan is too far away. Need a bit of the
So
boost.
Andrea is a bit more luckier. He can eat live.
So anyway, we hope that you enjoyed today our tour, and you also found out another system to eat gelato in Italy.
Yes, and it is a bit dangerous to serve yourself because, of course, more you put, more you pay. That's dangerous.
And now I'm sitting like an old man enjoying my dessert gelato.
Lucky Andrea.
Delicious. Yogurt,
Fruit of
you can
forest,
feel
yes.
that is super good quality.
Thank you so much for all the wishings, and once more, thank you so much whoever supported us today. So for all the tips, for being with us, also for accepting our plan changes from Modena to Cesenatico. So now we will have a 3.5 hours drive. But Andrea is boosted with the gelato, so hopefully it will be fine.
Plus it's yogurt, not so sugary. The frozen yogurt they do in Italy, they add almost no sugar inside. If you buy the gelato yogurt, then yes, they add a lot of the sugars. But the frozen, that's how they call it, the one that they spill it, usually is more, let's say, it's healthier or anyway less sweet.
Once more, thank you so much for being with us and for all these adventures that we are creating together. Thank you. Andrea is enjoying his gelato.
Yes, I'm here.
No worries, Andrea is enjoying.
Thank you. It's excellent. Very good. If it's not good, I'm telling you, this is good. Not sugary, good acidity, and also the fruit is good. Okay, maybe we stay there from the bridge and then we can close the stream. So thank you again so much. And once more, we hope you enjoyed, had a good time with us, and then all the magnificent people in the chat. And it was another great stream from us, but also the great company makes everything different. And the town itself deserves a visit for sure. So thank you again, a lot of kisses.
Andrea is just finishing his ice cream.
Yes, Modena is on our list, guys. We will go. Just today we felt that was probably more interesting finish to visit the area where we settled for these 4 days. At least you got also this idea that in few kilometers distance how many different entertaining places there could be in Italy. And so you just change slightly the town next door and there is a different vibe. So you see in Ravenna there is not this vibe, and in Cervia there were all the kites. So you see everything. And if you go furtherly down, there is another Cesenatico. This is the Cesenatico of the characteristic part.
No, guys, no worries about me. I have told many times also to Andrea, I don't like to eat live because I like to enjoy my food in the tranquility, not to think that I need to hold with one hand the ice cream, with the other hand the phone, thinking that I also need to talk. And I mean, the one thing is to stream, to talk, other thing is to enjoy the food. So.
Now we will stop streaming and Devia will have a gelato. No worries. It's not that she's going back to Milan without the gelato, so no worries.
No worries, guys. It's Andrea likes gelato. He got his gelato, but I mean I like my food in tranquility.
So refreshing. Okay, done. Thank you. Kisses, baci, ciao, see you in tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow DJ set. Tomorrow DJ set from 9 p.m. Don't miss it. Get ready for some clubby music. Ciao, take care.
Ciao.
Thank you. Ciao.